Coming up next on Hochanda is Craft Price Drop. Let me show you the best and easiest way to get involved. Firstly, Craft Price Drop isn't like a normal show here on Hochanda. It involves a falling price auction, which means the price continues to plummet until the quantity reaches zero and the price locks. Regardless of when you call to register your bid or added that item to your basket, everyone pays the final low price, plus your postage, unless you're a Freedom member. It's an amazing opportunity for Freedom members. Fantastic low prices plus no postage. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you'll pay $4.95 postage on every item you bid for. But as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery on every item you purchase from any Hochanda show, including Craft Price Drop. Plus, Freedom members also get selected discounts and offers. So why not join Freedom now? Get all the Craft Price Drop deals here and pay no postage. Freedom costs just $6.97 per month. Just add that number 88888 to your basket and continue bidding. Craft Price Drop, the new, exciting way to shop here on Hochanda.
Crafter's Companion Matte Black Cardstock is a must-have for any crafter. With 40 A4 sheets, you'll have more than enough to explore and experiment with this great crafting resource. Perfect for matting, layering and scrapbooking as the black colour goes all the way through to the core. To stock up, check out hochanda.com.
Hello, I'm Sue Baker, the founder of Imagination Crafts. We're delighted to have partnered with Crafter's Companion to bring you an even greater variety of crafts. I hope you'll join me to experience the joy of mixed media crafting together on Hochanda.
Hello, good morning. Never ever ask what camera you're on when the director's already counting down from 5. So camera 1's over there, camera 2's there, camera 3's pointing at a close-up, and I think that's it, yeah. So I was like, camera 2, there, that's the one. And the director, I was like, pointing, like, he was like 5, 4, 2, 3, 2, no, 2, okay, 1, we're on! Hello and welcome along. You are live here. If you are watching this thinking, yeah, I really want to start up a shopping channel, how's it done? That's true. You've got a nice close-up camera, camera 3, a wider shot on camera 2, and then another one on camera 1, which gives you this sort of thing. And you can do the same thing with your lights. It's a 3-point lighting system. You've got a main light, a fill light, and a backlight, and that usually avoids getting shadows and stuff. And if you've got a camera phone these days, you should be absolutely fine. A couple of GoPros, a camera phone, and you will be well away. I mean, everyone's got a YouTube channel these days. I'm not saying what. Anyway, you've got loads happening this morning for your Craft Price Drop show. Craft Price Drop is all about just chatting for the first minute and a half, usually about pretty much nothing. And then I look up at the clock and then I realise, yeah, it's about 1 minute and 30 seconds into the show. So now is the time that you can talk about the details on your screen. Behind the scenes, we call these the graphics. On air, we talk about them as details, and your item number's just up there. You've got your description just beneath. There's your start price and your now at price. Now, usually on a regular channel like Hochanda, we've got one price. And that's it. Very often there's a saving though, so your main price is there and you'll see how much you're saving. On our falling auction show, which is Craft Price Drop, you'll see your start price here and your now at price just beneath that, because that's the main one. That's the one that moves. Stay tuned, there's lots coming up this morning. Maggie will be here with some wonderful, wonderful jewellery ideas, and it's not just about jewellery to wear, it's charms, it's trinkets, it's keepsakes, and additions for cards and things. And just underneath that, you've got your delivery charges, as well as how to get in touch down below. Our first auction here today is a lovely, lovely set of stamps. And we've got the wonderful, wonderful dogs and cats being represented here. With our really cool sentiments, and each one, it's like they're vying for attention and vying to be the best here. So you've got the doggies, meant to be £10.94 each, these stamp sets, and I can just show you the doggies, for example. Nice big stamp sheet there, and you'd cut into it and split them up. And you've got then the cats next door to them, and you've got it's a bit of one-upmanship here from the dogs and the cats. So you've got hope you have a perfect day, hope you perk up soon, cats rock, and then you've got the doggy equivalents to it as well. So feeling rough, and you've got your paw prints as well as your extra sentiments. And on the end from Creative Expressions, sorry I got the hiccups, £7.99 each normally, these two. And again, the one-upmanship continues. So in the middle of the cats one, you've got the cats motto here. No matter what you've done wrong, always try and make it look like the dog did it, you see? And you've got hang in there, and other sentiments such like, hope your day is positively great. And then the dogs have got their own version. Dogs leave paw prints on our hearts, amongst other words and phrases here. Should we drop the price? Are you ready for this? Yeah? That was the song, wasn't it? Are you ready for this? That one. Going down from our start price. That's huge. That is a massive. This is how producer Lottie rolls with the falling auctions. She is a G when it comes to getting that price down low. $12.47 plus delivery, nearly 70% off the price. I like that. Have a break with a kitty cat. They've avoided any legal issues with that one. Bit close to the mark, but still, I think they got away with it. So at $12.35 it is at the moment. Lunchtime for a lot of people. Tune in. We've got Anita, we've got Jane, we've got Paula, all in here. All going about the business, all saying hello, all getting in on the auction. So those two big grey stamp sheets, and then the others are clear stamps. Just want to let you know, clear stamps usually made in the UK with Creative Expressions as well. And you've got both sets for your dogs and your cats. Do you know what? I don't think you can. Producer Lottie has just said, I think I can do better on the price. Really? For real? Okay, let's see what we can do. She says, why not? We say, okay. Now, bearing in mind, the big stamp set's $10.94 normally. $10.94 for these ones that I'm flapping in your direction. $10.94 each. So $10.94. $10.94. But right now, less than that for all of the stamps. The lot is £10.50. That's £2.62 each per stamp set. £2.62. Some very quick maths coming from our Lottie next door. And we've got director Andy also on the groove. Let's see, 18 chances left. 18 opportunities here and the time is, what is it? It's 6 minutes past 7. And me and my producer Lottie are already at it, aren't we? With the low prices, getting those low prices down for you at 13 spaces at $10.38. And Katie as well, our floor manager, she's rocking the deals, she is. At 10.38, 11 spaces. I have to say sorry about that. That is a low quantity. That was low. 11 spaces only. Now only 10. I will take it on the chin. 581,625. I figured that. I worked. Yeah. When we're looking at low quantities and we're looking at low prices, you manage your risk. You think, okay, what's the time zone? What's going on here? Where is everybody? And everybody is down here. June in Ilminster, Anonymous in Wakefield, Julie in Sheffield. You've got it, Maureen in Redcar as well. If you don't see your name there, don't panic. Don't panic, because you've got just a little selection of people there. And Anita in Mexborough, you've got yours. Jade in Paisley, 6 only. If you are watching this in Mexico, say hi. 5 only. In fact, where are you? You could be anywhere. Should we mention some holiday destination? No, we won't. 4 only. Now only 3. Message us on the chat. Where are you? Let us know where you are on Facebook Live. Where are you? Where would you like to be? As well will be another one. So 56 stamps you're getting here in total from our doggies, our cats, and our lovely paw prints on your heart and positively great. Those 2 stamp sets there are named after the occasional stamp in the set. Good luck and get involved. We've only got 1 left. It's gone to Sharon. Congratulations, Sharon. Good morning.
Price lock.
It's a price lock. Remember, on a price lock, everybody pays the same final low price. So like I say, stay tuned. Yeah, Maggie is here with some wonderful jewellery in about 45 minutes time. She's in the studio getting ready now. Let's say hi to a few people on Facebook. Hello to Heather. Good morning, Heather. Jill, lovely Jill. Julie as well. Good morning, Julie. Sylvia is there. Hiya. Sarah John as well. Thank you very much, Sarah John. Also Sue, good morning. Thanks for logging on. And some other regulars are on there, as well as some new loggers honors. And Leslie is also there. Good morning, all. Also, I have it on good authority that John Lockwood watches quite a bit of Craft Price Drop in the morning. Do you know who I heard it from? John Lockwood. He told me that. Yeah, told me that. From the horse's mouth. John told me that he loves a bit of Craft Price Drop in the morning. So another cool guy, Joe from the Mill Shop Online, and here he is represented with our next poplins for you. He's got his poplins out, of course, definitely this morning on Tuesday morning at 7:10 a.m. You've got half a metre of each cotton poplin, and you can't underestimate the usefulness of a good quality poplin at breaking up a pattern, at making your sashing as well. You've got 7 colours here. Nice bright colours, and they work really well together. So you've got your 2 shades tone on tone of red just here, or you've got your Christmassy colours of the red and the green, or you've got your whites for breaking things up with a border and sashing. Nice sort of cream lemon colour for your maybe a cushion back or something, and then you could do a nice bit of patchwork with the blue and the purple potentially as well. So there's potential to work together here. Working together is always a good thing, isn't it? Working together in a team, we've always called it the triangle of trust. Sorry, Katie, our floor manager. Triangle of trust. Usually, let's make it a square of trust, because usually it's producer, director, and presenter that's the triangle of trust in there. This was on a different channel though, whereas here I think the floor manager is no. Please don't go. Please. We'll make it a square, Katie. We'll make it a square. Or are you an independent? She's going home. No, don't go home. We need you. We need you to make up our square. Please don't leave us just to make a triangle. I've never liked triangles. Can I just shock you? I love octagons. Anyway, we've got poplins galore. They're like, Matt's just flipped, he's gone. What was in the coffee? Milk and coffee, I think. So, $49.99 at the moment, and you've got 7 of them. 7 of them. Coffee machine's been wheeled off, actually. Yeah, from here. An email went round last week, and now it's gone. The latest drama at Hochanda. Coffee machine's gone. If you've seen it, let us know, because it's pretty big, and you can't just... yeah. The price is on screen at the moment. This is a falling auction. Everybody pays the same final low price. You can come in now, but you will still pay the final low price on this auction. 44 inches from left to right, half a metre drop. How about exactly £21.52 off the price? £21.52 off, down off the price, to make it £4 a poplin. £4 a half metre poplin. It's a deal to get them at that price. We can unfold one. We can look. Let's get a nice one here with the red. Any colour will do, to be honest. But this is a lovely colour of garnet red. Any colour will do, yes. Any dream will do. There it is. There's your deep dark red that you've got, in your half metre. So left to right is 44 inches, and then from top to bottom it is a half metre. 27.83 currently. A soft poplin will go a long way when you're quilting with them, when you're maybe doing sort of any sort of soft applique. Maybe you are die cutting, doing a bit of card crafting and backing with things. Poplins will be perfect. The price, I think, is really good, but it could be better. Yeah, okay, let's not deny that. We can always go lower on something. Beware, don't wait too long though, because if we wait too long, price goes too low, everyone else gets it and you miss out. So at $24.98 now, we are better than half price. A better than half price deal, if I fold them that way, £3.57 each, a poplin. £3.57. They're lovely and soft, gorgeous quality, 100% cotton today, with your cotton poplins. Normally 7.5 metres are $49.99. Today 7.5 metres are less than half price. You've got your darker garnet red, you've got your bright guards red, like a strong scarlet, you've got a bright white, beautiful emerald green, gorgeous blue, cream lemon, and then also you've got your 11 left now with your purple, your berry purple. We are low already at $24.68, but apparently we're going to get a nice treat. A treat from our producer Lottie, a bit like afternoon tea with your best friend. Let's go down to $19.99. It is £2.86 per poplin. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Thank you so much for your company. Nice to see you on Craft Price Drop. Nancy has just joined us in the chat. Hello, Nancy. Nice when people drop into a little party that's going on here. And it is a party, definitely. It's a very, very early party or a very, very late night party, depending on which way you look at it. Could have been up all night. 8 only at $19.99. Elaine, that was you just taking us down to 7 spaces now. And it's 292091. You can bid online on the website, hochanda.com. If you're wondering what Hochanda stands for, so are we. No, we're not. We know. We work here. It stands for Home of Crafts, Hobbies and Arts. 4 spaces at $19.99. It is a treat to be that low. It is. 7.5 metres. So that's 3.5 metres worth. 3.5 metres of fabric for $19.99. With only our last 2 spaces. Good morning. Hopefully you've already got hold of yours. Very, very nice to see you today. We're on the end of the phone and we're here on the web on hochanda.com ready to take an order or a bid. No matter what price you come in at, if you came in at $49.99, last one is going to June now, you would still pay
Price lock.
the price lock price. Well done to everybody there. Good morning. It's a very good price, that $19.99 for your cotton poplins. Good work. Thank you to Katie, our floor manager here. Also Andy, our director. This is when you've got to mention everybody. Lottie's our producer. We've got Rob, who's in our tech room. He's making sure everything is switched on this morning and all the right buttons were pressed. He's followed protocol to the letter. We've got Dougie, our security guard. And anyone else in at this hour? Maggie, our guest, she's coming up in just over an hour. Maggie's other half is here. He's been obviously helping out, making sure everything's right this morning. We've both got here in good time. And I think Mary, our cleaner, she should be here at some stage soonish. She will be. If she's not already, yes, she would have already been here. Yeah, she's our housekeeper, is Mary. So she looks after everything and makes sure it's all good. So more creative expressions for you here. That you can see. We've got labels just here, and we've got words as well. I think this is going to be a quick auction. People are coming in nice and early here. Nice and early. Nice and early. You can decorate these up with your decoupage papers, get your paints out, get your acrylic paints, get your goodies out from Creative Expressions, of course, or anything, whatever's out there. Maybe a little bit of stamping straight onto the MDF, or a bit of white gesso, bit of black gesso, white gel pen over the black gesso, white gesso with a stamp, a lighter colour of chalk paint and then stamp onto it. Get quite a cool effect on there. Get your glitters, get your glitter kiss on too. So you've got all those things that you can do with your Creative Expressions MDF here. That's your word inspire with your hearts that have been laser cut and also your tags that are nested. Use them together to mat and layer if you want to build up a little bit of a frame, or you can use them completely separately, literally on separate projects. So literally stick that one little tag there on a canvas or a piece of card, but you've got something different about it. Mixed media. Should get the price down. It's quite a fair old price already for 21 pieces, 21 elements. Yeah, it's not bad at all at $23.81. That's what it would normally cost if we took the individual prices and added them all together. It's the packaging from the Inspire sign. The Inspire word, by the way, normally £10. But now we're looking at £11.50 for the lot. A better than half price deal. £11.50, only a little bit more than what you would normally pay for the Inspire on its own, but you're getting the nested frames and you're getting the word love. £2.30 each. So the tag sets, the Inspire word and the love word are all just over £2 each. Really good offers this morning. 820581. However, we said it might be a quick auction. We're a bit worried about lack of quantity here, and a lot of people have got in early, which means we've only got 9 single-figure stock remaining. Single figure. 9 drops down to 8 opportunities. We better bring that price down even further because we want you to get these for less. We don't want the auction to close at £12. People are coming in too fast here. They're coming in too fast. But we're at £9.50 now for you. £9.50 with only 7. Go, go, go. Make sure that you're there. Make sure that you're ordering. 6 spaces only. Order now. Double check your item number, but you're getting the real deal here. Creative Expressions quality MDF selection for just £9.50. It's a cracking deal. 6 spaces only. 01733 797 100 to order on the phone. Order on the web also, hochanda.com. This is a live auction where currently we're saving you about £13 and we're at £9.50 and you're getting the deal. How do you bid? How do you get involved? Easy, phone or the web. It's what you think it is, the method that you think, how do I bid on? If you're brand new, it's as simple as that. You phone up and the rest is simple. You'll follow the steps. One only at £9.50. Last chance. And the last one's going to Alison in London. Good morning, Alison, and thanks for watching.
Price lock.
On a price lock, you'll pay just £9.50. But just like the early morning crew here at Hochanda, you've got to get in early. You've got to be in there really, really quick. So, yes, Spellbinders. Spellbinders represented by our dies next up. And Spellbinders is a big name. Big name that we've got a lot of time for and a lot of respect for. You can see the... this is a clever idea. I like that, Katie. Floor manager Katie, to open it up. Why not? Why not? The other option is to put it like that. And, you know, it just means that you've got to sort of turn it around or whatever. On the inside, you can see a bit of instructions and inspiration. Yeah, but there, that way, you can see the actual design of the packaging and the die itself. So you've got 4 dies on this one with the pendants set, and you've got the sort of central pendant decoration for matting and layering. You've got the outer circle of the donut design, and then you've got your decorative elements just next to it also. It's very floral, isn't it? Very pretty. Do you know what? I wasn't far off when I said the donut, though, in terms of the sprinkles and the colour combinations that you can see. But it's naughty to talk about that. It's naughty. And then you've got the musical notes. What's the most number of donuts you've ever eaten in one day? I think it's 3 for me. You really shouldn't eat more than 1, really. I was on a stakeout once. We had about 8 or 9 in a row. Me and my partner, me and my buddy, you know, on a stakeout. Cops. 34. It's all in here. 34. It's just imaginary. 34.50 at the moment. The big one, this big one here, £23. It's supposed to be. Bear that in mind when we go this way. £23 just for that one on its own, usually on the regular. £19.97, so under £20 for both sets. Both sets today. You've got your musical notes. Excuse me. You've got your musical notes there. That's the packaging for it, so you can see the detail. Love notes they are. So you've got your hearts on the end of the notes. It's very clever, that love notes. It's a play on words, isn't it, with the love notes? But so little hearts on there. If you can message in with the type of notes they are, if you're a music teacher or you're a musician, are they? Is that one a quaver with the little tick at the end? Can't remember anything about my music. 1933, including postage. My daughter started recorder recently, but she stopped playing it. She loved it, and then she just stopped playing it for some reason. No, 90, not my wife. No, my daughter. 1885. Although we have played it, we have had a little go. You can't have a recorder in the house without having a little play on your record, like an ocarina. 1853. I want an ocarina. I do. I really want an ocarina. I'd love an ocarina. Anyway, it's so early and it's very easy to push me off on a tangent, so don't. All right, don't. Sorry, I'm talking to myself when I'm saying that. 18 something, and it's normally £20 for this die alone. On its own, that one. Back in the day, £14.97 now though. £14.97, and it will get you both sets. Both sets. It's £7.49 a die set. You're getting the love notes there. So the hearts that cut out at the bottom, and the rest of the note as well. That's the shape that actually gets cut out. And then you've got your lovely decorative circle on this with your pendant design. Inspiration just here. And that's the eyelets range. The threader, there's no reason why you can't try threading a ribbon through it with these designs here. Thanks very much for checking ocarina availability. Apparently, if you've got £12 spare, you can get an ocarina. £14.49. I always wanted one ever since I want one. Yeah, to travel through time, the Ocarina of Time. I want one ever since that game. Zelda, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, possibly the best Zelda game of all. 14.17. Speaking of £12, you can get yourself an ocarina, or you can get yourself, for £12.97, you can get these sets of dies. Imagine how cool you'd be if you were an ocarina player. You know, if you met your idols, you know, if you met like the Foo Fighters or something, you'd be like, oh, hi Dave, you know, I'm a bit of a musician myself. Oh, what do you play? You know, oh, the ocarina, you know. I'm a bit of a tough nut when it comes to rocking the tunes. 10 spaces, only 9 now, at £12.81. £12.81, with just our single figure stock remaining. At 714199. I wasn't talking about Dave Bradford when I said Dave, or Dave Grohl. Or OBS, you know, because there's a Foo Fighters reference. Unless Dave Bradford is the new. Oh, he's it. Yes. That's right, yeah, Suggs. 5 drops to 4 at £12.81. Did you see the New Year in with Dave Bradford? Oh, yeah, BBC One. Yeah. Me too. Yeah. 2 now, down to £12.81. When Suggs is on a day off, he'll say, Dave, are you free tomorrow? Yeah. I'll see what I'm doing. I'm doing a voiceover at Hochanda in the morning, but I can definitely be there by 2. Yeah, okay. Is it Rachel's got final one, well done?
Price lock.
It's a price lock. It's a price lock. At £12.81, yo. So, everybody always pays the same price, the lowest price, and we've got woodware next. Yeah, lovely woodware stamps. It was only because we see Francoise. It was only the other day that we saw Jane Jill. It was the other day. What day is it today? It's Tuesday, so it must have been Thursday, I reckon, last week. Thursday. Oh, you might have had them delivered. If you're watching today and you were watching Jane last week, I think they ought to have been delivered Friday or Monday or maybe even today, if you bought her brand new stamps the other day. These are clear stamps from Woodware, and you've got a mixture of designs. You've got larger, more prominent sort of single images. You've got collage images to make a card there. Absolutely loving this design over here with your butterfly botanical. Your butterfly botanical with your butterfly. If I turn it this way, you'll see that you've got your bee, your monogram for the bee and the botanical, but your butterfly has just landed on there, as you can see with your words just behind it as well. So for your description, like that a lot. You've got a lot of the doodle design just in there too. Detail on the butterfly's wings just over here. Yeah, really nice one to colour that. Really nice. You can imagine getting your Distress Inks, so your Spectrum Aquas on that. And then you've got a little bit more simple doodly line art on this set here. That's the Mosaic Flowers. Remember when those launched, actually, I think, unless I'm mistaken. And then on our next one, you've got really nice, striking, sort of big. It's oversized, isn't it, that? With your sunflower patch, with your oversized leaves and sort of round sunflower head. On our next set here, this is the Mosaic set. Again, this is Mosaic, but with the Mosaic Bird. See your bird up at the top, and you've got your floral underneath. A couple of extras on there, the extra sort of filler stamps like thank you down below. Ariana Grande, it's that thank you, that's a good song, that one. Thank you next. And then you've got your Charlotte as well, that's the Bold Blooms from Charlotte. I like to quote, different sort of pop references every now and then. So we've already mentioned Madness, we've had Ariana Grande, we've had Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters. It's the headlining Reading and Leeds this year, aren't they, Foo Fighters? If you're a fan. Anyway, we're back to our stamps, and what stamping shows are you going to this year? So we've got a good few going on. Stamping and crafting shows going on this year. Stamporama's the next big one, and $13.95. I've only just noticed that. Sorry, I've noticed that it's such a low price at $13.95. Then you do the backtrack and you think, hang on, but we only started at £28.03. So we already started at really good value opportunity here. $2.79 each. $2.79 each to get hold of them. Now all you need to do is phone. Don't worry that it's a different format. If you're watching Hochanda thinking, I'm used to seeing a guest, I'm used to seeing a price that's set. Normally each they're £6 each a set. So that's how we get the £28.03. £6 a set normally, but now today $13.77. So you're barely paying for two. Barely paying for these two, but you're also getting these three over here. It's a really, really good price. It's a lovely set as well, and we're loving it so much that the quantity is dribbling away. It's 14 spaces only, now down to 13 at $13.65. Don't hang on too late, because we've pushed that down to under £15, and that could spell the end of this auction. So we'll do some geography together here. Freedom members, if you're a Freedom member, you don't pay delivery. We've got Kate in the second city of Birmingham here, central England. You've got Maxine in Rotherham, of course, a bit more northern. You've got Angelica in Glaniferry. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Leslie in Norwich, definitely not pronouncing that one properly. Sarah in Worcester Park. Edna in Manchester. Sandra in Harleston, Sharon in Salisbury, Karen in Wakefield, and our anonymous bidder in Wakefield too. Don't panic if you don't see your name there, because there's plenty of other people in there on the auction, but we just showed you a few people there. $13.65 it is, with only 7 chances. How do you get these? Okay, I said earlier on, don't worry, because it's a different format. You might be panicking a bit, thinking, I mean, I know I would be if I was watching for the first time. I think, hang on, what is happening? When do I call then? Main thing is everyone pays the final low price, and the second thing is, how do you buy them? You phone in, or you bid online. Joanne in Leeds has bought these, but she's not a Freedom member, which is fair enough, but she'll be paying $13.65 plus $4.95 delivery per item. But if you join Freedom, it's $6.97 a month, and you won't pay any delivery charges on top of that. So that includes your unlimited standard delivery. 2 spaces only at $13.65. We are running very low here now with 1 left. It could go in a second. Norma, congratulations, you've got yours. That's the woodware stamps.
Lock.
And our next auction is a Ranger bundle, and it's going to be a star buy. So a star buy, what does that mean? A star buy is something, because every auction should be a star, right? Yeah, it is. We love every auction. The fact that we went so low on our woodware stamps, the lovely fabric earlier on as well. But we want one auction from all of the stars to really stand out with your craft price drop star buy. So what is it? It's a standout auction in terms of rarity value, in terms of a very, very low price, in terms of a we're happy to see this, a little bit of variety as well. And let's have a look at it. You've got your Ranger brand on it, so they're all from Ranger, and it's about stamping and it's about blending with your goodies from Ranger. So you've got things like your blending tool here, your glue stick just there, and then all your extra goodies over this way, including your little spritz bottle as well. So with that in mind, you've got different ways of working here, different mediums to try out to see what sort of effect you get, and you've got a little bit of stamping card to do it on also. We say stamping paper on the details, but it is indeed card. It's a lovely smooth edge to it as well for a really, really good blend. And it just depends. There's probably 3, would you say, because Lottie, our producer, is a good old crafter. You've got your watercolour card, which has got a tooth to it and a ridge. Then you've got your stamping card, which is sort of regular. You'd feel the tooth, but it's smooth. This is that shiny, coated, like blendable. You know when you buy the stencil card from Imagination Crafts, yeah, you can feel the surface to it. So for blending, for a smooth wipe over, and you can imagine that like distress inks and distress oxides would go over beautifully on that. For your cartridge paper, yeah. Die cuts beautifully from experience too. But you've got all these other things here, all these other goodies over here from Ranger with each bottle. Each one does something different. I don't know which way you want to go, but you've got your glue and seal just here, first of all. So you've got your decoupage and your sealing papers and matting and layering as well. You get a nice little sort of go over your papers. Then your mini mister just there, so for spritzing, for mixing with your ink powders and making your own spritz bottles. That's lovely. Then your stickles. Now we do normally get like stickles, but it's like glitter glue, but it's in a distressing colour, so it blends the two. Is this the faded jeans colour? Yeah, it is, yeah. So faded jeans, that navy blue. It dries a bit more blue. And then you've got your mediums here, your matte medium to dry in a non-reflective way, and then your gloss medium to dry with your shine. Put that over your papers, your detail papers, really nicely, put them over a stamped image. And then you've got your crackled accents. Now this is a little bit like when you've got your what am I thinking? Glossy accents, but this is the same, but crackle accents to get the crackled effect. And then you've got your glue stick. After that, you've got your blending tool, and you just swap over your blending pads here. So blending tool, they can be quite expensive, so you're getting that already in this pack, and it is from Ranger as well, from your ink essentials just there. So then your paper too. All of that included, normally for $22.95. Has your alarm gone off yet this morning? Because we haven't heard our alarm yet this morning. It hasn't happened. I haven't heard it. It's there for the first time this morning. It's our alarm. It's ringing. Wake up! The foghorns are going. It's down to $9.99. It's an outrage. This is a star buy. Ring the alarm. It is your deal of the morning, your star buy opportunity to get your blending tool, your spare blending pad, your cartridge paper as well, your glue stick, your lovely crackled lovely accents. Then you've got your matte medium and your gloss medium here. You've got your distress stickles with your faded jeans colour, your mini mister, and then also your glue, your glue and seal, decoupage glue, your layering glue. Everything included in the bundle for just $9.87. That's why we're sounding the alarm. That is why you've got a deal here today. Do not miss out. Do not let this one pass you by. Here's how to get in touch. 01733, bottom of the screen, 797 100. Or, quantities coming in. Or you can bid online. There are only 19 chances here. It's already been a busy morning, and this is a star buy at $9.87. It's only going to get busier. A few people in on this auction already. If you don't see your name, don't panic. We always say Freedom members don't pay delivery, so you can see if your name's here at the bottom. We've got Jeanette in Sittingbourne. Lovely of you to join us. We've got Kerry in Andover. Nice one. We've also got Anonymous in Wakefield. Good work. Lilies in Wrexham. Caroline is in Wareham. Maureen is in Redcar. If you're a Freedom member, that's all you're paying, $9.87. Sylvia is in Dover, and you've also got Linda there in Basildon, reading these names off the street. Brenda is in Downton Market, and Susan is in Wigan, and Catherine is in Lowestoft. Barbara is in Harwich. Imagine if you were in Downton Abbey. It's Downton Abbey calling here. Shoreham by the Sea. June, hello. That sounds nice. Sean is in Attleborough. Gillian is in Chatham. Don't worry if you don't see your name there. 7 only, $9.81. $9.81 to get your blending set, where every item together, Pauline has just made it 5 left now, every item together would normally add up to $22.95 with just our last 4. You got your card? If I was producing, I'd say, oh, you could stamp on that, you could stamp on that, you could fold it, you could die cut onto it. 2 spaces. You. Sorry. I'm watching you. If somebody tells me to do something, I just do it. I'm so easily led. Go on, do your Robert De Niro face. You. Is this a star buy here? It's one only. My wife hates it when I do that. She says, I didn't marry that face. Linda, you're getting that last one. Linda, congratulations to you, Linda.
Price lock.
You. Oh, dear. Oh. I've got a mug with that face on it. Thanks, Katie. Katie was my Secret Santa last year. And you may really, producer Lottie may well have provided the photos for that. It's quite unnerving when I stood there talking to a guest that I'm about to be on a show with. I'm drinking a cup of coffee with my face on it going... what was your Secret Santa? Oh, yeah, Andy, our director, his Secret Santa was genius this last year, 2018. It was a cap with a fan in it. he's always hot and bothered and always got his fan, especially in the summer. You don't have it at the moment, though, do you, Andy, at this time of year? He still does. He's got one now. It's February. It's January or February. It's not on yet, but it will be. All right. He gets his hot flushes. Right. So $24.99. $24.99. A lot of people are getting in early here, so we need to talk about it quick. So we've got our glitters, and because they're iridescent, depending on whether you're on black card or you're on white cards, you get the interference of them. So you get the different colours, the purples or the greens, the sort of mermaidy colours, and the blues, depending on which card type you're going on to. This is like a midnight blue card, but it would be the same on black, okay? And then this is a bright white card just there. These are from Dawn Bibby as well. Dawn is so nice. And you've got on here, you've got Dawn's name on the top of each one, brought to you by Dawn. She represents Craft Buddy, but also Dawn Bibby Creations. And these are chunky glitters that you have on the two of them over here, the more chunkier ones. The chunkier they are, the greater the surface area, the more sort of shine and reflection you get, and the finer they are, obviously the sort of more of a misty sparkle you get. So we know that though, don't we? We get different effects with different glitters. You get 4 pots of your glitter. Grand shimmering sparkles, it says on the details just here. $24.99 normally. They're 4 big pots, these are. Me and you both have got glitters at home that are in smaller pots than these. Normally that's, what is that for? $6.25 each. So $6.25 a pot, but now $2.99. Yeah, big pots. I mean, if I put that on the palm of my hand, you know, that sort of puts into context the size of what you're getting here today. You're getting 4 pots like that. And delivered to your door in a matter of days. $11.85 now at just $24.99. If you're working with the finer glitters or the chunkier glitters on darker card or lighter card, we must warn you, a bit of a heads up here, there are only 7 left. And we're looking at a better than half price. 6 only at $11.79. We've already sounded that alarm for our star buy, but this is like a follow-up, isn't it? This is low, with only 6. Now 5. Join in on the phone or the website. It's hochanda.com to bid online. You can bid on the phone as well, 01733 797 100. We haven't been too naughty today, have we? So far, I haven't said anything I should worry about or anything like that, no? I hope not. So it's a bit late to start panicking now. But last one's going to Gail. Hold that line.
Price lock.
It is a price lock. Stay tuned for another 15 minutes or so because we've got a wonderful jewellery show coming up with Maggie. And it's not just about the jewellery, actually. It's about beautiful beads, it's about charms, it's about keepsakes, dream catchers, ornaments, and angels as well. So it's not just, jewellery, bracelets, pendants, necklaces and stuff. It is that, but it's so much more as well. Wow, okay, more Mill Shop Joe now. Joe from the Mill Shop Online joins us on a regular basis. We love seeing his fabrics on Craft Price Drop. And these are really, really cute. These are absolutely lovely. There was a programme on BBC a few years ago now, about 20 years ago, The Animals of Farthing Wood. Do you remember it? It's like sort of late, early to mid-90s, The Animals of Farthing Wood. It's sort of is reminiscent of that that I'm looking at. You've got the sort of style, the artwork here with your owls and your foxes and your bunny rabbits and your hedgehogs just over here. Very, very cute indeed. And you've got your deer on the next one, just over here. And we've not got many, have we? Not got many at all. It's very busy out there. You've got your taupe, your lemon yellow, and your mint green. You get 6 as well. 6 of them. 6 100% cotton, and they are £2 a piece. Should we call them a panel? It's like they are like little panels, aren't they? Like fat quarters. It's a nice cushion panel. You'd have that in a nursery. You'd stretch that around a canvas or a frame or something. Definitely. You could have that as a decorative panel. Better bring in the quantity though, because we have only 4. Put it down, mate. Put it down, because we're going to sell out. 12 only. 12 spaces, £12 rather, with only 2 spaces. 2 opportunities now down to 1. Kate.
Price lock.
In Birmingham, congratulations. I never want to talk over price lock, man. Good work. Okay, just took a sip of water, sorry. We've got 3 big sets here. 3 big stamp sets. Studio 490, it's another big favourite of Leonie, isn't it? Studio 490. They're really cool, arty, different stamps. And is that Wendy Vecchi as well? Yeah, because we love her inks, don't we? The Wendy Vecchi inks that we've seen before. Love that tree. This gentleman looks interesting and quirky. You've got Crazy in Love. Trust as well, so you can mask that off or just say Trust in Love. Which one's... Oh yeah, Crazy in Love, yeah, inspired by Beyonce, Jay-Z's wife. And then you've got Become. We love to make pop culture references here, and it's got to be done, has to be done. The true worth of a man is not to be found in the man himself, but in the colours and textures that come alive in others. Ooh, yeah. Cheers. And then character is defined as doing the right thing, even if no one is looking. Kind of the mantra of Craft Price Drop, and the thing is, everyone is looking. We realise how busy we are when we see how the phone lines light up. And then you've got this sort of texture here, like a stamp texture, background texture for your Hessian. Let me turn that around to show you that these are all actual size as well. So that is an actual stamp, mounted, cut, everything, right? And all of the others are on the cling mount storage, ready to keep your store in your folder. You've got your open leaf there, brilliant for colouring, your lovely strip there. Today, another chance to make your dreams come true. And then you've got Funky Flower Art as your name of the set. You've got the lady over here, the word wish. Let's plummet the price. You've got your brick wall. Another big stamp, that, the brick wall. There you go. Currently $23.99 a set usually. These are big sets normally at that price. $23.99 normally. $34.97. So it's $11.56 a set. $11.66, shall I correct myself? $11.66 for that one set there. Normally, the best part of £25. Now, under £12 per set. Big stamps, big designs, variety of designs. You can see we've used ours in different demonstrations as well. So you'll be using yours, you'll be getting these out, and you'll just be doing like home decor and stuff. I mean, what are you going to make with them? There's a wealth of different reasons to get a stamp, and beyond the first cards that we ever made, you know, the basic happy birthdays, the basic matte and layering, the basic sentiment with an image, and in sort of ink background. This is moving on, isn't it? This is making the home decor, making signs, going onto MDF plaques, creating backdrops, isn't it? With those walls and this Hessian textures. You've got it all happening with your different sentiments here too. So the question is again, what are you going to do? What are you going to make? In the meantime, let's drop the price. Let's drop it down for you. For one, it was around about £23, £23.66. £23.66 pretty much each, normally. But right now, instead of £23.66, now you're paying that for one. So normal price, £23.66 for this set. Worth every penny, you know, back when first release, brand new, large stamps, they're cut and mounted. But now instead of £23.66 for one, you're paying £23.66 for all three, which is £7.89 each. £7.89 each. That's a phenomenal saving. It's phenomenal saving. £23.66 a piece normally, but under £7 right now. Or £7.60 something right now, under £8. 12 spaces only for mounted and cut red rubber stamps, and being red rubber, or pink in this case, pink rubber, they've been made at a high temperature, vulcanised rubber, so you can go straight into hot glue with these ones. You go straight into your ultra thick embossing powders, UT, yeah, straight into your textures. Definitely treat yourself to a deal. Definitely treat yourself. Ready with only 8 spaces, £23.66 normally a piece. Now, $7.33 a set. This is the power of Craft Price Drop. Different format, live falling auction. Everybody pays the best price at the end, and this is the power of it. When you can go to £21.99 on 3 sets of lovely, lovely stamps. £49 off the price pretty much here now, with just 4 spaces only. It's a big saving of nearly £50 based on your original actual prices when they were first released. What it is 789592 to order. 2 opportunities are remaining. You can just about get in. Who is going to be snapping up that last one? Victoria in Dublin, lovely city. Congratulations to you.
Price lock.
Yeah, it's Dublin. It's the biggest city in the world, isn't it? Yeah, Dublin. The biggest city in the world, yeah. Because it keeps on Dublin and Dublin and Dublin. Yeah. Duh. It got me as well when I first heard that. I was like, really? Really? I heard it on the radio, I think. I was like, really? Is it big? How can it be the biggest city? Surely it's something like, you know, Cape Town or maybe, I don't know, Rio de Janeiro, Los Angeles. But no, yeah, Dublin, because it... Anyway, so we've got our lovely words here. One last lot. One last lot. With our shapeabilities. 14 dies in total. And you've got nice words on here, brilliant words for your home decor, but also for your cards. So you've got things like happiness. And what these do is they'll cut out, but they'll give you a deboss, a pressed image. So I've really got to show the board for this really straight away so that you know. Normally I might save this for a bit and just say, well, it speaks for itself. But they don't speak for themselves until you see them. So your outline gets cut, okay? But this bit in the middle presses in for your shapeabilities. So you've got the possibility of cutting and then overlaying like this. And then you've got your different fonts over here as well. Should we drop the price? It's nice though. Got to show you this one as well. Down to £11.49. It's a better than half price deal. I know it's only little, but coming in close you can see it. You've got the word happiness there. 14 dies, but it works really well in the mirror card where you get that deboss detail on it. So that look of that faux metal look with your mirror card. 14 dies here, and that's why I said good for home decor and stuff, because if you are making a scrapbook page or a photo album or something, you've got the words like happy. In fact, what have you got here, just to double check? You've got friend, you've got happiness, you've got inspire, you've got love and hope, but then you've also got for your card making, you've got dad, you've got mum, you've got destiny, brother, happy and journey as well. So some really cool ones for your different reasons here, card making and scrapbooking, etc. Also, it's quite rare to get, this is maybe the American side of Spellbinders speaking, but it's quite rare to get Mom with M-O-M, but it's not just American. Mrs. M, K-Mac, my wife, she's Mom. M-O-M, yeah, Mom. And I think it might be, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it might be a more Midlands thing, Midlands and North thing to say Mom, but it does vary throughout the country. So for Mum, what are you, Producer Lottie? Mama, Spanish, Mama. Mama makes. Mama makes. 10 spaces, no, get the branding right, yeah. Mama makes. Stop getting the branding wrong. 9 spaces at £9.93. You can shop by brand with Spellbinders, Creative Expressions. You can find them on the web. And now we're down to £8.50. £8.50. You're getting the whole set here. It's opened out so that you can see it just there. So those are the actual dies, and that's the front of the packaging with your sentiments. Not just for mum and dad and stuff like that, but for your birthday. But these are our scrapbookability designs as well for £8.50. £8.50, a third of the original price pretty much here, with just 4 spaces, 4 opportunities. Maggie is here with our lovely jewellery in just a few moments' time with only 3. Is it really that close? Yeah, actually, it's literally a minute or 2. 3 only at £8.50. Really low. Thank you, Katie. Just our last two opportunities. Susan in Wigan. Got the last one.
Price lock.
Thank you very much for tuning in today. I hope you've had a happy day so far. Katie's been our floor manager, that's who I was just talking to there. I've got Lottie, who's just produced that, so she's brought you down with the prices. Also, Andy has been directing so far, and it's the same, is it the same crew now for our next hour? Completely, yes it is. Okay, so on the early shift, it's the same crew. New guests though, we've obviously been in the show before, but we've got a new show starting in just a couple of minutes' time with Maggie and some beautiful jewellery designs. Bye-bye. Yeah, like I say, Jewellery Box is coming up next, but it's not just about jewellery. Don't just think necklaces, pendants, earrings. Think charms, think dream catchers, think bottle decorations, bottle stoppers, and general home decor.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hi, I'm Lizzie, and I'm really pleased to have been asked to join the family at Crafters Companion and subsequently join the family at Hochanda. So I've been stitching for, well in excess of 55 years. I know, how frightening is that? But you know, along that way, I've learned so many different things. I've learned shortcuts, I've been inspired, I've learned how to do different techniques and different designs and different styles. So many things. It's been an exciting time, and all during that time I've stitched and created, and I really can't wait to share this with you all at Hochanda. I would be very happy if you joined me on my shows on Hochanda and learn along with me.
Hochanda will be supporting Stamporama, an incredible art stamp and papercraft show, and we would like to invite you to come along and meet us on Saturday the 2nd of March. Tickets are available from Hochanda in advance for only £2.50 or alternatively on the door for £3. Order your tickets today from hochanda.com.
Hello, really good morning. Thank you so much for watching. We've got our jewellery hour with Maggie. And Maggie, I was at pains to say, look, stay tuned for our jewellery, but it's not just about jewellery. If you're expecting just bracelets, pendants and necklaces and earrings, then you're mistaken. There's so much more here, isn't there?
Yeah, well, beads is nice.
Yeah.
Do anything with them.
Yeah, so if you're a card maker, if you're into mixed media, if you just want to make something lovely as a decoration, we've got the angels, they're always so popular as well. Always popular. So shop ahead of us, have a little look on the website. We've got things like freedom prices on the groove as well. But if you want to start a new hobby, all it takes is a few tools, a few beads, a little bit of wire maybe. We've even got the bottle stops as well. So there's lots to see, and jewellery making doesn't just start and end in one place. There's loads of different places and directions you can take it, and potential to make to sell is there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Maggie. What's our first kit that we're looking at this morning?
Okay, so we've got some little beaded crystals here. You've got a heart, which is a 14mm heart.
Okay.
Crystal heart. There's a selection of different colours. They'll all be different within the kit. And then you've also got the quartz crystal chips to go with them to space them out.
Okay, so bright ones in there. Look at that, the bright yellow as well in there too. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So different coloured hearts then that you're getting in here. I can see just from that one there, that beautiful soft lemon yellow. But over this way on these little charms here as well. So how would you use these then? They're dangling just off an earring stand for us at the moment, but that'd be a beautiful.
Okay, so I've made a card and I've hung one in a card to make a nice gift. We've hung one from one of the acrylic hearts, which we've got on the show later. You could hang them as a handbag charm. That's the word I was looking for. Handbag charm.
Handbag charm or a phone charm or something.
Or a phone charm.
Or just on a purse, on a you know, if you're putting a zip on something and you just want to make a really nice decorative element to it. I mean, those are really lovely colours that you're getting in here. So you are getting a mix of colours then on the hearts and the different crystals that are spacing them out too. And I love the fact that you've used it on a card as well. So you've got your card, but you've got a piece of jewellery that potentially, or a little trinket that you can then keep, you know, afterwards.
Yeah, and
really
there's
nice.
Mother's Day and Valentine's coming up, so make a nice little Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, good point, Maggie. Well said. And this is an acrylic heart. We will see these, as you said correctly. These are on the show today, so jump ahead of us and find them. They're beautifully laser etched. $11.69 is a good price considering the number of projects that you'll be able to sort of bring this out to. 6 different projects potentially. And then use your crystals there to colour coordinate. 111477 to order now. If you're a Freedom member, you don't pay delivery and you get that for under £12. And these are next up. These are so beautiful now with the colours that you get, and they're so versatile as well, because they're 1 minute they're little flowers and the next minute they can be like a little angel with a dress or something in our lily flowers.
Yes, yeah. So you get 15 in the kit. They are 35 by 47mm. They're made of plastic, so nice and lightweight, and there's lots of different uses. I mean, I quite like using them as a lariat, you know, at the bottom of a necklace. But as you said, you can use them as angels. We've had them on the show before, using them as little beaded hangers, angels. For people who haven't got wings, they can use ribbon. So I've made a little one up there and just put some ribbon for wings on it.
Oh, that's so clever. Yeah, down here. The ribbon, you just tie it. So the wings, we have seen those before on the show, haven't we, with the angels, as you say. But they're just tied with a little bit of ribbon. Such a clever little technique, that. Is that just a little, like a head pin or something in the middle?
Just a head pin through. Head pin through the middle. And then what I've done is I've tied a bow first and then pierced the bow with my head pin through the flower bead. And then you can put some, like a bigger bead for the head.
Yeah, that is so clever, so clever. So you can use all of these. I love the fact that plastic is so they look like frosted glass, but they don't have that. Well, obviously, don't have that brittle nature of the frosted glass about them. And they're beautiful colours, so you can coordinate those with beads that you've already got in your collection. Maybe love this one here. You got used like fuchsia pinks and your greens, working out at 57p each, 67p each. I think it is on my quick maths there, with your different colours that you have on your lily. In fact, you can show these on the website really easily on hochanda.com if you log on there, because we did say jump ahead of us. The item number is 908407 to order, and they are $9.99. You do get 15, as we say, on your lovely lilies, on your flower beads, and you get all 15 of the mixture of different colours. Now, Maggie, already busy on the bottle stoppers that we have here, approaching 20% of the stock already gone. Something very different for us. I've not seen bottle stoppers before on the show.
Well, I have an Etsy shop that I have a few bits and pieces on, and I've looked at these before on Etsy, and genuinely I've seen them between £8 and £20 for a bottle stopper, and I was shocked at how expensive they were. But then obviously people want to make a little bit of money for making it up. But I mean, there isn't really a great deal of making up to do. So what we've done is we put together a kit. You've got the one acrylic large bead in the centre, but the rest of them are, you've got glass beads here, and then you've got the alloy beads, and it is literally just a case of sticking them on the pen. It's simple.
Yeah, so a beginner could definitely get
now,
to...
it has been pointed out to me that they're meant to be bottle stoppers, and that it is a bit rare that once you've opened a bottle of wine, you'd actually need to put the stopper in it. But I mean, I would, because I don't drink a whole bottle in one go.
Us too, yeah.
But you don't have to use them for just wine bottles. There's no reason why you couldn't put it in an oil bottle or a perfume bottle. But nice to give as a gift, and of course you can put them on display in the bathroom. They look quite nice in the bathroom.
Yeah, definitely, with lights inside. So, you know, upcycle those bottles, have the stopper in the top as well. And it just is a nice decorative item. Very, very clever indeed. And you are actually getting 3 for $11.99. So order away on the web or the phone today. 3 for $11.99. It works out at £4 each. But you can get a lot more for them. Then potentially once you put your beads on, don't worry, you haven't got to buy your beads or anything separately. You do have those included here. So you've got your kit ready to go. If you're a complete beginner, then this is a project that you can do straight away. Absolutely. It says even there on the instructions this kit is suitable for a beginner. But we know that just by looking at it. It's excellent. So order now on your bottle stoppers. Stock is going fast on those. 829472 to order now. 829472. And now we said don't expect lots of just jewellery, necklaces, pendants, earrings and bracelets, and we've seen such a variety already. But now back to the classic for a lovely colourful bracelet here.
Yeah. So one of my specialities is these Lucite style flower beads. Again, acrylic, lovely colours, go with everything. But if these were glass beads, this bracelet would be extremely heavy. We've mixed some of these lovely leaf charms, which we've got coming up on the show as well, with some of the flower beads, a few little crystals, and pop them onto a simple bracelet. Dead simple to do, because the chain bracelet's already done for you, so you've just got to literally stick a few components on the side of it.
Okay, so again, potentially for a beginner, no sort of barriers in the way. You just go for it and just
there's
enjoy
2 in the kit as well.
Okay, so you can make two bracelets. So 2 bracelets for your price. Very, very good deal indeed. And on the little flowers here, you've got all those multicolours. It's a very textural result that you're getting here.
I like the way it jangles when you slick your wrist.
Yeah, the movement of it. Let's grab it then. Let's have a little look and see just that sound that you've got. Yeah, it's lovely. There's the... I don't know if you can hear
Tinkles.
that at home. I hope you can hear the tinkling of the bells, as it were. And because I'm a pretty butch guy and I can get away with it on TV, there you go. That's a nice bracelet, actually. It feels good on.
Goes really well with your shirt.
As well. Thank you. Yeah, it's an old shirt. I'm due a replacement, but I'm holding off as long as I can. There it is with your bright colours. And it is, the price on screen, $10.49 for 2. You'll be able to make 2 bracelets for that. Make one, keep one, make one to give away and have somebody very happy. 219383. You've got your full instructions there. I'll just very quickly flash them at you, but you can trust Maggie that you've got the full know-how to make that, even if you've never made some jewellery before. We'll be demonstrating, we'll be showing off things like that. Next up, you just mentioned the Leafy Charm Kit. What do we get here, Maggie?
So you've got a weight of 60 grams of leaves. They come to me in a mixed bag. But what we've done is that we've done a minimum of 50 items, but you'll also get 3 of the big ones. So 50 pieces, 3 big ones, and the weight is 60 grams, because obviously I weigh them in the shop.
Okay, so you're there weighing these, so you can guarantee us that we'll get 3 of these big ones, 60 grams in total. For $9.99, it's a great price considering the number of projects that we can get. Oh, you're wearing one. That's absolutely lovely. That's one of the bigger ones, isn't it? Tell us about what you're wearing there. What have
so I've
you
just
incorporated
threaded it onto some cord, put a little bezel at the bottom there to hang it off, and then just literally with a jump ring. Hung it with a jump ring.
Really lovely. And just if I can just hold up a couple of the others next to it, because I know we've got that shot obviously ready. There's that's one of the larger leaves that you're wearing there, but in comparison, that's not. You know, even one of the smaller ones, in inverted commas, is not much smaller. And then just another one just here. If you wanted to incorporate a couple, you can do sort of overlay. Really nice. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you for keeping still for that one. It's like, we were there, got it in focus. So you've got all of your leaves in your parcel, 60 grams worth in total.
Yeah, I've put some... just very quickly, sorry, I just...
Yeah, don't apologise. Yeah,
Yep.
Any inspiration is good inspiration. Let's leave that on. There we go. Look at that. So you can see one. Just tell us what you've done here.
So that's I've hung them onto some head pins, and then hung them onto an eye pin to hold them in place, and then push the eye pin through. and put little beads on the top to decorate it.
Really pretty, really pretty that. So you can see the crossover with the kits here. Grab the leaves as an extra. Thank you, Maggie.
Okay.
Grab the leaves as an extra addition today. You can build them into different designs. There's a nice bracelet. We'll have time to give you a closer look at that later on. Use them on your mixed media, use them in your card making, use them for your jewellery making as well. You can see a little leaf on that card. 60 grams worth for £9.99 plus delivery. It's 873,692. And Maggie, we have previously struggled to keep these in stock, I think, with you, the angels. 10 for £11.49 you're getting here for your Beaded Angel kits. 344172. What do we get in the kit, and are they easy to put together?
Yeah, very simple to put together. You've got, for a change, a bead cone, they're called. Lovely, quite heavy end bead, as we call them. And you've then got your alloy wings, you've got a little head bead, and then we've put them on a little keychain if you wanted to use them on a keychain. Or you could make earrings with them if you wanted to and use the keychains for something else. You get 5 pairs of earrings out of it if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, you've still got
Somebody's
one keychains, but hung them like earrings. But but obviously you put those on a little shepherd's crook or a pin or something, depending on if you've got earring clips or not. But aren't they pretty, just as earrings?
Very simple.
Earrings or a key ring or a phone charm or something. It's a really nice angel. And angels are so significant in different ways for different people, you know, for faith reasons, for other reasons. And it just good symbolism there. 344172 to order now for £11.49. And then you've got a couple of toys back at base, haven't you, Maggie? And one of those toys is the laser.
Well, we've got 2 lasers actually.
2 lasers,
yeah, 2
okay.
lasers.
So your underground lair, but anyway, tell us about your dream catcher.
So we are always looking for different things to do with the flower beads, incorporating things that we've made on the laser as well, because it's a bit different and it's sort of our signature as well, that people normally come to know us for. So we've got a dream catcher and we've just covered it in some colourful flowers, a few little acrylic bicones, and then we've hung some wire hangers off the bottom of them with a few of the flower beads on as well. Yeah,
it's very effective, that. It's a make to give, make to sell. There's a freedom price here as well, so you'll be able to make 2 dream catchers. Full kit, full instructions, and it's £10.79, including postage to make 2 of your lovely dream catchers. You've got your wire, you've got your MDF laser cuts, and you've got your florals, as well as your extra beads and bicones. 800716. And then, very excitedly, you've got your laser etched hearts as well on the acrylics here.
We've brought hearts to you before in different format, but this time we've got some nice little sentiments on them. General for anybody. Home sweet home, things about welcoming people to the house, and there's a heart one there which is quite nice for Valentine's Day. So they've all got slightly different sentiments on them.
Yeah, what does this one say? Let's try and
so that
we've got a
friends
black card.
are the family you choose.
Ah, that's lovely. That is, and then family is the ones you don't choose that you're just stuck with. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Friends of the family you choose, just there, and then on the black. I'll hold this black card up to see a couple of others. I love the font you've chosen here, Maggie. It's really nice.
A nice italic font.
There you go, friends of the family you choose, and then just another one to see, welcome to our happy home. So for making your beads work for you in different ways, for expanding your jewellery making beyond, to make things that are lovely, dream catchers, home decor, bottle hangers, bottle stoppers, you're talking about across the board here. Shop by brand. Of course, our new arrivals event is in full swing. On the website, you'll see any new suppliers joining us all the time with Impressions Crafts with Maggie. You've got your Dreamcatcher kit in there. You're shopping by brand. It's not just what you've seen on the show so far. It's all of these other goodies. We're very, very happy to have Maggie and Impressions Crafts with us. You've got the bracelet kits in there. You've got the different beads. You've got the 100 grams worth of the Lucite flower beads. You've got your different wires, your black wire, for example, and bracelet kits. If you are looking for classic jewellery making kits, you can look no further than Impressions Crafts. You've got 2 pages there, absolutely filled with opportunities and different choices. Make the most of it while Maggie's here as well. If you're building an order and you've got a basket going and you want to put a few extras in there, maybe get a couple of gift ideas. We've added a couple of things there. Lottie, stop it. Lottie's our producer, just filling the basket away there, getting a bit carried away. Be naughty, be your own be your own boss when you're building your basket up. We've got a few items together there. The lovely Lucite Bracelet Kit. And there are some angels on your perfect partners. So if you want to add those to your order on your checkout, or if you're maybe chatting on the phone to somebody and they say, oh, would you be interested here on a deal to add on, then do have a little look and consider it. Join Freedom to avoid any delivery costs as well. So Maggie, what have you chosen to demonstrate with first of all?
Okay, so we're going to do one of the little heart ornaments, the crystal heart ornaments first, just to show how simple they are. The only thing you'll need for this is a pair of wire cutters and some flat nose wires or some sort of pliers of some description, okay? So what I've done is I've taken approximately 15 centimetres, or about 6 inches of tiger tail wire. These are obviously is in the kit. And these are little tiny crimp beads. So I'm going to thread a crimp bead on to the end. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loop that back up through the crimp if I can. It's difficult when your hands are a bit sticky. Like that. Then I'm going to crimp it. I'll hold it in a minute, as you can see. Now, I'm then going to use my flat nose pliers and just squash it flat, which gives you a base to put your beads on, okay? So, I can now thread my beads up, and I normally put a crystal and then one of these little chips, or several of the little chips, depending on what sort of design you want to put on. She says she can't see the hole in them. I'll leave that one.
Usually very easy though, because you've got your beading mat on there, and it's a nice little technique where you then catch the bead. You're doing it now actually there, so the bead sits and you just go in. Yeah,
I normally try and keep things on some sort of mat. If you haven't got a beading mat, then a mouse mat is normally quite useful.
Yeah. We didn't know what a mouse mat was 20 years ago, did we?
No.
Yeah, Maggie, you know how times have changed.
Oh gosh, yeah, they have, definitely. So I can just put a selection of these on.
So alternating as well.
Alternating.
And so far you've got everything in the kit, and these tools that you're using are very easy to pick up. They're available, you'll find similar on our website actually, a little pack. We started our jewellery making with just a set of 3. So cutters, flat nose and round nose. And you can do that with those 3 tools, you can do it. You can get packs with more than that, and that's great, but you can get by with those 3.
Yeah. Okay, so then we put another crimp bead on it. And then we're going to put a little heart on. And then we're going to thread the wire back up through that crimp bead. Oops, she says, if you can. I'll just have to hold it up and then I can see what I'm doing.
No worries.
You can put it back up through some of the beads if you wish.
It's always difficult for us to do it and show you at home at the same time. So
pull
don't worry.
To the desired length that you wish, and then squeeze the crimp. And then obviously you cut this end of wire off.
It served its purpose now, just to get rid of the excess. And what lovely decoration that you've made there. And it's possible, you know, this is a new hobby potentially available for you to do as a beginner straight away with your ornament kit here. So you get everything you need in there, just grab your tools. But in terms of the wire, in terms of the crimp beads, you've got it covered.
Yeah. Now, I thought I might just show you one of these hangers. You can actually paint these. You can use alcohol inks and things like that, but you can actually paint them so that the engraving shows up. So I'm going to do this, and I'll probably make a complete mess of it, but what the heck, gotta go.
You were not going to make a mess of it, Maggie.
Anywhere near paint, paint, ink, and it goes everywhere.
All right then.
So I apologise in advance if we make a mess. So if I just do the centerpiece so that people can see.
Yeah,
if I
it'd be
just
nice to see how the
this,
lettering, actually, because it's a beautiful font you've chosen here.
But if you don't want it to show up white, then you can just put a little bit of paint on. I'll put the lid on there before I knock it on the floor.
You've met me before, maybe.
Have I? Oh, right, okay. And then what you do is you just rub it.
Ah, so it's just
and if you rub that, now.
Do you have to catch it quite quickly before?
Well,
it
yeah,
actually, yeah. During the open time.
And you might need to put a bit more on, depending on how thick your paint is.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
You probably need to put another layer on of that, but just to show you.
Oh, I see. Okay, so once that's dry, just then.
If you want to put a little bit more, and if I haven't put enough on,
That's
I should
nice.
have chosen a darker colour, but it just gives you an idea.
We'll try and see it. See, yeah, there you go with the table behind it as well. It's just giving it a little bit of a tint to it. It's like really nice powder pink. Do you want to try another layer, or?
Yeah,
or
I can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you want to
See if it
see
goes
how
more
builds
intense.
up?
The one that's on the
it might not,
stand has
but-
got red paint on it,
Right,
so that
okay,
you
so
can
we'll see
see
that in a
that
minute.
quite more.
We'll see that.
This paint is quite thin, so that's probably why it's not showing up.
Just any acrylic paint. Just
Yeah,
give it
any
a go.
acrylic paint. But like I say, you can do it with alcohol inks and permanent markers as well.
Yeah. Do you need another
these
tissue
on
for that?
there.
I've got some. If you need, are you all right with that?
I might manage with this one.
Right, I've got one if you need.
I've got it all over my hands.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've
Hey-ho.
asked
No,
you.
no, no, no.
So just give it like 10-20 seconds on there while it's still wet. Just wipe away. Oh, Katie Afflomina just handed in the other one, which was very kind of her. I'll show you that in a
So
second.
if they come, you'll see that they've got the white, which is how it comes when it's engraved on the
Yeah.
machine. But like I say, if you want to...
Yeah, thank you. That way around, isn't it? Yeah, it's slightly deeper now, and the lettering's caught. So yeah, just build it up layer by layer. Maybe go with a black as well if you want it to really stand out, like a jet black or a grey or something, you know, to intensify that etching, the laser etching. Friends of the family, you choose. If I go this way, there you go on the white background, you see it even more. And then the bottle, the other one, just in the background here, you've got that with the red paints.
Yeah. Can I finish that one off? That I've
Oh
given
yeah,
you there?
oh yeah, because this is work in progress because we need to add our beads, don't we? Getting carried away.
Okay, so I'm just going to hang that on the bottom of here.
Yeah.
So then you can sort of have coordinated
Yeah.
hanger with
There we go.
your bits and pieces on the bottom of it.
There we go. So add a ribbon as you've got the hole already in the top of our acrylic there. Pop a little bit of ribbon through just like this, or a little bit of wire maybe. And you've got something really lovely as a decoration. Put that on a door. Oh, crumbs. Put that on a door handle, maybe in a kitchen, you know, a cupboard door. Maybe just a little nail in the wall and hang it on the wall as a decoration when you come in, a little picture hook or over the top of a bottle. That is beautiful. Really, really nice piece of home decor, that, just on a clean, empty glass bottle. While you reset, Maggie, then, just to recap with a couple of pictures, here's your acrylic engraved words. And this is the kit that you get for £9.99. So they're actually four, £2.50 each, pretty much. For "You Make My Heart Smile," says one. "Welcome to Our Happy Home," says the one on the right-hand side. "Home Sweet Home" at the bottom, and then "Friends of the Family," you choose. 347556 to order. We've also used the Beaded Crystal Kit just on the bottom, so we've added the detailing on that, and because it's called the Crystal Heart Ornament Kit, because you get 6 of the big hearts, as well as all the other crystals to make your maybe earrings, maybe pendant drop, maybe phone charm, maybe a bag charm. 111477 for £12.99. It's a good kit, that. Watch out for your Freedom prices though, because that's also £11.69 including delivery if you're with Freedom. Also the bottle stoppers. Very popular, these bottle stoppers. You get in 3 for £11.99. That's £829,472. And you don't just get the bottle stoppers, but you get the instructions and the beads to make your own decorative bottle stoppers. Potentially, you could be charging your actual purchase price there per bottle stopper that you're making, and more, based on what Maggie's seen. So have a little look online, see what other people are charging, £15, £20 and more for some of them. And then the other one, by the way, a third of the stock's gone on the bottle stoppers. And then something else to mention, the leaf pack. This is your Tibetan Leaf Charm Pack. £9.99 gets you 60 grams. So there are 3 big leaves in here, and then the rest of the medium and the small size leaves. You can make a pendant just out of one of them, potentially, or add them to a bracelet. They're nice little spacers, as it were. £9.99 for 60 grams worth. You get a lot there. 873692. And then the Beaded Angel Kit is really, really cute. We can't keep this in stock. It really is a popular one. Whether you're making keychains, you've got the kits to make them as keychains. If you want to add these to pins and make earrings, maybe shepherd's crooks and make earrings with them, you can do. 344172. An angel could be a pendant, could be a bracelet charm, it could be so many different things. Maggie, you've got one of the bottle stoppers ready to show us.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So there aren't many different computations as to how you can put this together.
Okay.
But I'll go for one that I've used on most of them. So there's a little alloy bead. All these beads have a large hole on them. Sorry, what I didn't show you is that these screw and unscrew. So you might need to screw them up reasonably tight first.
Okay.
And then you put your beads on. I'm just trying to make sure that that's the bead and not the top. No, that's the top. So it's just a case of threading them on. And these are lovely faceted crystal ones.
Yeah, they look good. They catch
this one's acrylic, but then it just makes a feature then.
Oh, still lovely. It's nice, good size as well.
And then screw the top on.
It's that simple.
That's it.
And you've got all the beads that come with to make as well.
Now, that one is actually quite loose, so what I can do is if I loosen and unscrew this first very slightly.
A little bit of extra thread space for it.
There,
yeah,
that's
good.
tight now.
It's great looking as well. You could play with these and add like a little bit of a chain dropping down.
I was actually thinking of adding a little jump ring at the top, and then you could put a little charm, hang grapes or something off the top of it if you wanted to. So you could add something else onto it if you wanted.
But the really lovely, generous thing you've done, Maggie, is you've given us the basic beads to make one of these straight away. It would have been enough to say, you know what, you get 3 bottle stoppers. Good luck, you know, at $11.99, but you actually get, for $11.99, you get the 3 bottle stoppers that function as a real bottle stopper. They're not just decorative, but you've got the rubberized ridges there to actually look after your wine and keep it fresh potentially, but also the beads to make your bottle stopper. That's so wonderful. And like you say, you've seen, you know, people charging, you know, whatnot for these, so a quick internet search would show people what you potentially could charge people, and no tools either required. No, just unscrew it and away you go. That's lovely. Thank you, Maggie, for making that for us. So you do have the potential with your tools if you want to get into your jewellery making. It's simple. For about £10, you can pick up a little tool pack, 10, 15, £20, depending on how many tools you get. But no tools required for that. Details are on your screen to get your bottle stoppers, and they are going fast. 829472. Just to remind you, you do get those beads that we use there as well. It's not just the bottle stoppers that you're getting for that price. So you get the beads and 3 bottle stoppers for $11.99. In fact, here's a picture to show you. Full packaging with the image of what you're aiming for, instructions, beads and the bottle stoppers with 1/3 of the stock gone. Definitely order quick. We're not, it's not out of the question to have sellouts with Maggie. So Maggie, what did you want to show us next?
Okay, well, I'll quickly show you the angel.
Okay.
So you get your head pin, you've got your bead cap, you pop your your cone onto the head pin, followed by the wings.
And you get all this.
And all this is all included in the kit. You've got a little pearl bead for the head, and then you've got a little bead cap for the crown. Okay, so you cut off the head pin about 1 centimetre from the top.
Yeah, hold on to your wire when you're...
Hold on to your wire, otherwise somebody will get it in the eye.
Yeah, sometimes nice to stick it into the bead mat as well. Hold on to your beads, but pop it.
Yeah, and you use your round nose pliers.
Yeah.
And I make my loop by placing the pliers right at the top, curling it round to form a P. Don't worry if it's not formed a proper P, because you can always manipulate it yourself. Then put my pliers back in, and then kink it.
And then just give it a little gentle push back so you centralise it,
Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reopen that little loop a little bit, and as long as I don't fiddle about with it too much, it'll be fine. And then thread the bottom. I have to open it a little bit more than that. You can either open it this way, or you can open the bottom on your little keychain.
Oh, and then hook that onto your complete loop,
and then hook that on, and I'll just use my round nose pliers to seal that up again.
So far in this kit, you've only used the round nose pliers as your spare tool. but you've made yourself a really nice, thank you, Maggie, you've made yourself a really, really lovely angel keyring charm with your keyring, and you do get these in your kits, don't you? You get 10 of them, so you could make 10 keyrings, but you could save one of these and add your own earring
if you wanted
fastening or piece on there, like a shepherd's crook, a curved crook. But isn't that lovely to make the angel? And isn't it nice when you can make one of these so quickly? And we were talking before the show, Maggie, for the meaning behind angels. They hold so much for so many of us.
They do, yeah. And in fact, I've got a friend whose mother's very ill, and she came in and she bought an angel off me a couple of weeks ago. And gave it to her mother, made her cry. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to promote things like that in that sense, but it's just such a nice gift to give.
It means so much to be able to hold something, to have something when you get your keys out, when you put your keys in the door, to have a little bit of a good luck charm or a thoughtful charm, something you can just sort of hold or look at if you're waiting and you've got a moment to yourself. It's that moment of reflection, isn't it? So, Maggie, nice story, and I wish your friend's mum well as well. We send our, I'm sure you send your best wishes as well. So lovely to see the angel there. The angel's, of course, significant to so many of us for so many different reasons. And your details are on the screen to get 10 of the Beaded Angels kit. And that's beaded, not bearded. £11.49 plus delivery to order 344172 is your item number. Janice is here to tell you more about Freedom membership.
Hello everyone, I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings-on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot.
It's the discounts and all the special offers you get.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have. Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website, quoting the item number 88888. So, don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Yeah, do it. Join in a Hochanda family, and you also, if you look on the website, you'll see blue banners, so we can show you what they look like. And you'll see one on the top left here. You see from the Beaded Crystal Heart Ornament Kit. We add that to our basket. It's £12.99 normally. But today, if you're a Freedom member, you'll see your Freedom discount, and if you add Freedom, you'll see that discount in your basket as well, so you won't pay delivery, and then the discount pops up. It makes it $11.69. You are paying $6.97 for your Freedom membership, granted, but you're not paying delivery, and that's it for your postage, and that's it with your discount as well. Agree to your terms and conditions after taking legal advice, and then check out securely. You don't have to take legal advice, you just need to quickly read the terms and conditions. So the Crystal Heart Kit here, the Beaded Crystal Heart Kit, makes your ornaments. You'll make 6 ornaments. We've got a few dotted around for different reasons. They could be bag charms, they could be phone charms. You've got the jewellery wire that just curves around, so you can hook that onto anything. And what you'll get is you'll get 6 of these lovely crystal hearts, these faceted crystal hearts that catch light in the most delightful way. And you've got your variety of colours. That one there, that looks really nice, like a cinnamon zircon or an Andalusite. It's beautiful. And then you've got this blue one here, like a London blue topaz. Beautiful, beautiful colours. And then you've got the smaller multi-coat, sort of bicone design style with your clear crystals, but then your multicolour crystals there too. You do get a selection of your wire. There are your crimp beads if you're thinking, do I get those? You can buy those separately normally if you're jewellery making, but Maggie's included these for you. She's just thrown those onto your jewellery wire for you. So you do get your crimp beads. You can make your charms and you can have them on anything like we've already said, or if you're buying the acrylic hearts today, you'll be able to just dangle them off the edge to make those very decorative. Lovely gift idea, that. So you could get this kit and you could get your acrylic hearts in the same day, and you could make that. You could make 6 of them. Or you could use them in your card making. So if you've got aperture dies, you can cutting an oval or another shape, you can hang that off in the middle of a card. You've got something, a keepsake. So if you're a Freedom member, it's $21.68 to get the hearts. And then you bottom of the screen for those, the Perspex Engraved Hearts for $9.99, and then your Crystal Heart Kit here for $11.69. So order now. Then we've got the Lily Flowers. These are really multicoloured. These are nice, big, and gorgeous shape to them. They look so delicate, like frosted glass, but you don't need to worry about them breaking at all. They are wonderfully sturdy, made of plastic, and you've got the curve, the frosted curve in the purple there, with a couple of charms dropped in to it. That makes a really nice pendant, actually. So with the fixings, with the fastings there, it's working out at 67p each for your 15 Lily Flowers, all in for $9.99. And the Lucite style is giving you that frosted look of the colour, like a carved piece of gemstone or a carved shaped glass. But these are so versatile. 1 minute you've got your angel here with your angel wings, so maybe mix up your angel kit. Potentially that's a hanging ornament that you would have been able to make previously from one of Maggie's shows. Or if you haven't got wings necessarily, you can easily make your own using just a ribbon. That's a head pin turned upside down, a couple of charms on it, and then a ribbon tied through, and then you would just poke the head pin through the ribbon, through the knot in the ribbon. I asked Maggie about that earlier. And then mix them up with your other beads and gems that you've got in your collection, or other ribbons and organzas, and you can just make something very decorative. 908407 to order now. You do get 15 for the price. Most popular item on the show. Maggie, I was chatting to Maggie this morning actually, and she had a feeling this would be very popular. 3 bottle stoppers. Also with the beads and the instructions to make your lovely decorative bottle stoppers. So you're not just getting these for $11.99, 3 of them, you're getting the beads as well. 40% of the stock is gone. We're very, very busy. Working out at £4 each, but Maggie's seen them online for a lot more, made up on different websites. And you know, potentially by looking on the web, what you potentially could then charge for yours, which might seem expensive if you are charging more for them, but then you've got to factor in, you know, your time, your creativity, the actual materials and the gems that you're using, in this case the lovely crystals. Here's one that Maggie's made. She just used some lights inside the bottle, so we've got our LED lights here, but you've got your beads at the top and a bit of decoupage paper or a rice paper on a bottle. It doesn't just have to be a wine bottle that you're using these in to look after your wine and keep it fresh. You could be using these in olive oil bottles, any bottle, and like I say, a decorative bottle. So you don't have to be a wine drinker and actually need to use them as a wine stopper to actually get the benefit from them. They're lovely. $11.99 plus delivery. It's $829,472 to order. Then you've got your Lucite charm bracelet making kit. You can make 2 bracelets, 2 just like this. It's got the jingle about it. It's got the jingle and the jangle about it to be so movable, so watery and fluid, this, with 1/4 of the stock gone. It's a classic jewellery making kit here. You do have your instructions to make your flower and leaf charm bracelet. If you want to add more leaves in, you can do, but you actually get loads in there. In fact, you get too many. You get more from more projects maybe in the future. But because of the head pins that are included in the kit, you're threading your Lucites on there. You actually get this lift to it, this shape to it and texture to it. It's a really colourful bracelet, that. You can make 2 bracelets just like this. Don't worry about the length of the bracelet. You can easily make it shorter and make it longer by taking away and adding links. Also, it's very easy to do that with your tools. 219383 to order now. Instructions with it. And then you get the leaf pack. In this you get 50 small ones, and 3 of the big leaves usually, and it's done by weight usually. So you'll get 3 of these big ones in there guaranteed, and 60 grams in total with your leaves. Let me hold up one of the smaller ones. You get this lovely shape to them as well. See that little curve you get to that one there? But they're really easy to use because you actually get them with the hole or the bail through the back. So you would just thread your organza, thread your literally your thread, your cotton thread, or your jewellery wire through them. A quarter of the stock is gone on these already. The wonderful thing is you can use these on your card making to add that extra embellishment there, or in your jewellery making. So you can actually make an entire bracelet just with your jump rings, a little bit of maybe a what's it called, a T-bar clasp, or a lobster claw clasp, and a few gems in there like this. Something else I was going to say. Oh yeah, alcohol markers, because they're a basic metal colour. Go over them with your alcohol inks, and you could distress them a bit with a black ink or like a tea stain colour, and sort of make them copperised. You could really play with those. Rose pink, get pink alcohol ink on those, and you can make like a rose gold colour. Yeah. Or even gold. So then you've got your angel kits. This is going to make you 10 of your silver colour angel key rings, because they do come, excuse me, with the key ring loops as well as the head pins. The key ring loops have the little chain on them also. Just there. But if you want to make these as earrings or pendants, keep this keyring chain for something else. But then you've got the elements of your angel. Did you see Maggie's demonstration? So easy to put these together. It's working out at £1.14 an angel. 344172. So a really nice gift, a lot of sentiment behind them, a lot of feeling is given with these, I think, when you're making these to give or making them to sell. So lovely for £11.49, it's a good price. And then we've got the Dreamcatcher. The Dreamcatcher kit adds colour, adds a bit of pizzazz to the proceedings, and also very meaningful, of course. Dreamcatcher's, meaningful in the representative sense as well, the Native American representation of a dream catcher, the history behind it, the sentiment behind it, and the belief behind it, and the faith. 800716 is your item number, and the freedom price of £10.79 will get you a lot. You'll get your wire, your black coated wire there, you'll get your lucite style flowers, you get your beads, you get your leaves, and you get the laser cut MDF dream catchers. You'll be able to make two £5.40 a dream catcher, £5.40 a dream catcher now when you're making them for people. 800716 to order now. Then last but not least, you've got your engraved hearts. Now these are also laser edged. Lovely gift idea. They're going to go beautifully with your beaded heart charm kits that we saw earlier, but they're engraved with friends of the family you choose. I'll move my arm so you can read it. Welcome to our happy home. And then you've got other sentiments like home sweet home as well on your 4 that you're getting. £9.99 plus delivery to order now. Just you make my heart smile, and home sweet home being the other 2 sentiments there for you. Mix those in with your other beaded kits, put them around a bottle and make them look nice. Watch Maggie's demonstration with the paints to bring out the wording even more. If you spend over £60, you can make a flexi order. You can spread the cost over 2 months if you want. Look out for the blue banners for your freedom prices. But on flexi, normally there's a red banner. However, we're demonstrating now, if you spend over £60, add them all into your basket, you'll see a flexi order being built here. So nothing's on flexi at the moment, is it? Nothing is. However, use for entire order. If you click that box for flexi order now, you'll see every price sliced in half for the entire show. You could buy the show there, and you've got a brand new hobby for £54.45 and then £44.50. Did we just order everything there? We ordered everything on the show, one of each. We've done it. We've ordered everything. Thank you, Maggie. So new hobby, new treats for that. Maybe grab a couple of tools as well. But away you go. So you've got one of the dream catchers ready.
I have, yes, I have. Very simple to put together. I'll show you. There's 2 different sort of flower components. I've attached the wire to the top, there's a hole at the top and then 3 holes along the bottom, which we've done so that you can hang your dreamy bits along the bottom. So what you do is you wire around the top first with your flower embellishments, which I'll show you, and then you add your wired little loops at the bottom, and I'll show you how to make one of those as well. Okay. So I've already put a couple of embellishments on here. To start off with, if you start at the top, which most people do, just put the wire around through the top hole a couple of times just to secure it. Okay, now this is a long piece of wire here, so I'm just going over here.
Yeah.
To thread one of these. So I've taken...
serious point there, you keep it manageable.
Yeah, I mean, ½ metre length-ish, something like that. You get plenty of wire in the kit anyway.
Yeah,
so I'll put
two big reels of it, don't you?
I'll put a large flower bead on. Then I'm going to put what we're calling the medium flower beads, and then a little bicone bead on, and this will keep everything in place. So what we'll do is we hug it next to the wire in the place where we want it to be, and then if I thread this wire back through the 2 flower beads, if I can get it through like that, it's very difficult when you like that. Because I'm leaving the bicone without going back through that, because obviously that would fall out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You want to leave it secure, don't you?
This will now hold these in place. So I can then pop that round there a couple of times, and that keeps that in place. Okay, so you can shuffle them along and move them. I should have put 3 bicone beans inside there, but I didn't, but never mind.
That's right.
So then I can put, just to fill it up a little bit, some of these little bicone beads on, which add a bit of colour to it. Go round the outside of the frame.
To hold them in place, just curve the wire around. You don't actually see much of the wire in the end, but it's actually quite nice. It's quite decorative. That it's black.
You can always colour these. So if you wanted to paint the MDF first, you can do.
The actual base of it, of course.
Right, so this time we'll do the other component, which is a leaf bead, she says. Trying to get through the hole there.
Very easy though. I mean, not in any way as fiddly as you'd worry that it is. It's,
And then another bicone.
I love the way they sort of build up and make your flower. That you can colour coordinate them, mix and match.
Yeah, you get obviously a large mixture of the different colours in the kit. So then I go back through the flower bead.
Could even, with some of your smaller leaves from the leaf kit,
you could put some of your charms on it if you wanted to. Yeah. And then that's held in place. Very simple.
Very nice.
And then 3 more bicones. Okay, now to make the little loops, you take probably a section of around about 5 centimetres, and it is literally just a case of using your round-nosed pliers and making it into a loop. And then I normally turn it round and make the other loop the other way.
Just get the swirl, yes.
To get the swirl.
Yeah.
So the top has one of these little swirls. The bottom 3 have 2 joined together with wire, and then it's a case of doing the same as we've already done, but wiring around the wire with your flower components as opposed to around the frame.
It's a nice decoration, that.
Very simple.
To make your flowers,
yeah. Do you want me to do more, or shall I move on to something else?
I don't know. It's just, in terms of repetition of steps, I guess, it's up to you. We've got 8 minutes. You're in charge.
Okay.
So
well, I can do a bit to the bracelet to show you a bit of the bracelet if you want.
All right, then. Are you happy that if I bought my Dreamcatcher kit, then, from what you've shown us there, I'm happy. I've got the full instructions. I've got the demo. Okay, then we're happy, aren't we? There you go.
Okay.
So definitely check out your basket on the Dreamcatcher. If it is already in your basket, it'll be 800-716 to get your Dreamcatcher kit to make make 2. So you've got your laser cut MDF for your dream catcher. Paint it, yeah. I mean, both samples in the studio have the warmth of the MDF colour, but paint that a lovely chalky white or a delicate pink or a blue. I think it'd make it a nice backdrop. Colour code it with your Lucites. You get the wire, you get everything that you need there. The only thing is, maybe if you're making some of your jewellery, grab some tools. But apart from that, you've got everything you need. 800-716, and it's an item number with a freedom price. Now, you've grabbed the leaf and the flower bracelet,
Yes.
I think, here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Good,
it
so
is a jewellery. It is a jewellery show.
It is a jewellery show, isn't it? So the one piece of jewellery that we've got for you is our jewellery box. 8 a.m. every Tuesday. You can tune in for it as a special.
Okay. So, what I've done is you get this length of the chain, which has a lobster claw on it as well. It's a bit difficult to see from the sample. It actually had a clasp on it.
Yeah, it's buried underneath so many,
Yeah.
because you've been so generous with all of the charms and everything. It's difficult to see where it began and ended, but yeah.
So, I'll put those out of the way because we don't need it. So, all I've done so far is I've quite randomly chosen some different leads, and I've used a jump ring to attach them. So, I'll just attach this small one here.
So using a jump ring to attach something,
Yep.
one of the basics that you will learn when you're jewellery making.
Okay. And then I'll probably pop that near the end. Use my other pliers. I did open it up with my fingers, which I probably shouldn't have done.
Did you? You're powerful.
Yeah. Okay. And last time we came, you gave us a really good demonstration of how to open a jump ring.
Did I?
Which made me laugh for months after.
Oh, did I do it with my hands or my
Yes,
arms?
you did. Yes, it was very funny.
Oh, was it? Was it like this? Or was it like
It was
that?
the full thing. Yes, it was.
Was it a full, like,
yeah,
steps?
it was. Yeah, it was. It was quite
it?
amusing. Yeah.
The things I do.
Don't you remember?
The things I've done on television as well. To be honest, Maggie, there are so many things I've done that I think I've got away with, and that I lose count. I do lose count. So a jump ring, instead of opening it like that,
Yes.
you would open it like that.
Yeah, and then close it up like that.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
close it up
Thank
like
you for
that.
that,
Otherwise,
yeah.
you're stressing your
Yes,
jump ring.
you are.
Did I do that? Okay,
You did.
we've done it again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Very good. Okay, so that's to put the leaves on, and then to put the flowers on, I use my head pin, put it onto the flower. Oh no, hang on, I forgot my little bits of bling here. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. I've got 3 little bicones here. Put those on first. Put them onto the flower. And then you've got this lovely little bead cap, which finishes it off.
Cute. Yeah.
Very cute. Cut that down to about 1 centimetre. And then we'll make a loop on the end.
Those round nose pliers coming in again.
Round nose pliers again.
Your 3
And
main tools.
You can then pop that either next to the leaf or wherever you like, and then close it up.
And it's as simple as that.
Simple as that.
So in terms of the chain, in terms of the bracelet, you said to us, Maggie, you've already told us, you've got your chain with all the links, you've got the lobster claw clasp on it, which is your catch, your fastener.
Yep.
You're just using your jump rings and your pliers, opening the jump ring, adding your charm or gem or bicone,
Yep.
and then placing it back on.
Yep.
So you're building your bracelet that way.
Yep.
So definitely, I don't even need to ask the question, beginner project.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
You can start from scratch.
Yeah, and you can
still
put as
do
much
that.
on or as little. I mean, I like them quite full, but you've got quite a lot in the kit. So you know, the bracelet you've got down there, that's got
Yeah, it's a big
quite a
one.
lot on it.
It's-
If you're
it's
into
covered.
minimalism, and
Yeah.
you know, you don't need to put as many on as me. You could use the beads for other things.
I quite like the
Some
fact you can
people
cover it
like
then.
the fact that it's full. Some people prefer it to be a bit more delicate,
Yeah,
so that perhaps
personal.
the things, the leaves would show up more.
Personal choice.
Yeah, personal
But
choice.
you are making 2 as well with that kit.
Yeah.
So 1049 makes you 2 bracelets. You get all the goodies to make 2. So it's not just maybe one that you're making for yourself, but 2 that you're making for 2 separate friends at the same time. Mentioned it a couple of times, Becky, but if you are adding a kit to your order, there's a few kits that you can get away with no tools required.
Yep.
But it is just the simple set of pliers and cutters that you'd need.
Yeah, which
And
is
once you've
standard,
bought them,
yeah.
that's it. I mean, we've kept ours for nearly 10 years now, and they're still still good. Maggie, there is time. We've got a couple of minutes left, but I know you've brought this with you as well,
Yes.
just to mention it.
Yes.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, not at all. No. So
hold
it's
it up
an
and you can
extra,
tell
I
us.
think, on the website. It's not in the show, as we haven't talked about it so far, but it's just a small set of electroplated beads that we've put together with some alloy wings. And you've got a little bead cap there as well to make these little dragonflies.
So when you're checking out online, this may well pop up as a perfect partner and add it to your order if you want. As a little kit or a charm to make a beautiful
I brought
pendant.
one so that people could see the size of them.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a really good size, that, actually. I've just dropped it, but it's all right, it's still in one piece. But the electroplating gives you that lovely mystical surface to them as well, that shine, that mystic topaz sort of shine.
Yeah.
So the whole new arrivals thing is new suppliers, new arrivals, new guests all the time, new hobbies for you for a new year, and also these are new products. So new arrivals covers new products coming in all the time. Here's just a quick recap on the Leaf and Flower Charm Kit, which we've just demonstrated with. The packaging there on the right-hand side shows you what you're making. You've got your full instructions as well on the bigger sheet, and then the pack of charms and head pins that you've got for £10.49. You'll make 2 bracelets, 219383. And then you've got your Beaded Crystal Hearts kits. You're getting 6 big hearts, all different colours. You can make these as hanging ornaments for a card. You can make them to hang off a bottle maybe, but it's your decoration. It could be a phone charm, it could be a bag charm or a purse charm. Freedom price here, $11.69, gets you all 6 of your Beaded Crystal Charm kits. 111477. And then there's the lilies, these colourful lilies, these gorgeous florals that you're getting, 15 of them for $9.99 plus delivery for your Lucite style lilies in the multicolours. 908407 to order. And then the bottle stoppers, these have been ever so popular. Thank you so much if you've ordered these or anything. You've got your bottle stoppers for $11.99. You're not just getting the bottle stopper, but you're getting that bag of beads to actually decorate them as well for that price. So $11.99, $89,472. And then there's the Leaf Charm Pack. Also, you're getting 60 grams worth of leaves, around about 50. They're done by weight though, so you're getting 3 big leaves, and then the rest are in the bag for you to make it up to 60 grams. 873692. Shop by brand. The rest is on the website for the show with Maggie. Maggie, I hope we see you soon. Have you got something in the diary already?
Yeah, I've got 2 more shows so far.
Brilliant.
One at the end of March, one at the beginning of June.
Brilliant. All right then, so the year is panning out nicely. Thank you, Maggie. So you look forward to those shows. Please do join us in the future for more with Maggie. But it starts here. A new hobby starts right here. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Yeah, stay tuned. We've got the Paper Tree One Day Special now, Tando Creative coming up, and FMM Funcraft all on the way. Do have a look at Maggie's shop on the website, Impressions Crafts.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp Limited. We're well known in the industry for designing and manufacturing top quality, award-winning craft products. As with all craft projects, you need a good starting place, a great stamp, a top quality stencil, and in recent times we've developed the groovy parchment art system so that your line art is perfect on parchment. Another exciting development to come from the marriage between parchment and our stamp company is the fabulous designer papers and now the designer parchment. There is nothing like it. Each groovy plate is precision etched, and by simply getting in the groove with a stylus, you can easily transfer great designs onto parchment. Groovy is a modular system. The plates complement each other and work beautifully together. They are packed with elements and allow you to build your own original artwork. Whether you're a novice or a traditional parcher, you will love these plates. And for me personally, having beautiful line art is what motivated me to want to learn traditional parchment skills. So why not get in the groove with us here on Hochanda?
Hochanda will be supporting Stamporama, an incredible art stamp and papercraft show, and we would like to invite you to come along and meet us on Sunday the 24th of February. Tickets are available from Hochanda in advance for only £2.50 or alternatively on the door for £3. Order your tickets today from hochanda.com.
The Crafter's Companion Luxury A4 cardstock is a must-have for any crafter. Available with a stunning silver finish, this versatile pack contains 30 250 GSM A4 sheets consisting of 10 glitter card, 10 mirror card and 10 matte mirror card. To add this to your crafty stash, please check out hochanda.com.
Well, good morning. It's great to have your company this morning. This is the one-day special. I'm here with our lovely Lisa.
Hello.
Oh, this is so exciting.
This is really strange, isn't it?
It is. We've been teammates for a while as demonstrators, but this is the first show I've got with you as a presenter.
And we've got two today, haven't
we? We have. We're back at 1 o'clock as well together. Now, Lisa, we've got a one-day special here. This is gorgeous. Very different.
Very different.
Beautiful. The colour palette of this is so appealing to me.
It's fantastic. What I love is it's obviously very pink, but you do have those snippets of the blue and the green and the cerise coming through, which mix it with your inks, just highlights certain areas. It looks fabulous.
It really does. Now, there's an awful lot in this bundle here as well. Now, look at the usual price, £52.96. You're saving £6 today. £46.96 is going to get you this whole bundle. There is also a freedom price for you. A flexi buy price for you. 2 payments of £23.48 if you want to spread the cost there. Item number 715999. Now, Lisa, what are we getting? Because this is an enormous bundle.
Wow. Now, this is very new, so bear with me on this, because I only got mine on Friday, so I hadn't even seen the full packs put together. So I know we get the 12 by 12 first of all, which obviously is going to be fantastic for your scrapbooking, your box making and things like that. Now, alongside that, you're also going to get... Which way are we going? Are we going... Let's go this way. Let's go this way. So then we get our 8x8 pad as well. We actually get 2 of these, Catherine, because one of them comes with the die-cut toppers as well.
Wonderful.
So you can get 80 sheets of that. Then we also get a 6x6 pad. Now, where's my 6x6 pad? I'm just testing you all. I'm really testing you. So you get your 6x6 pad as well. And next to it, we get these fabulous sentiments as well. So these are great. So if you just want them, if you want to make a quick card, mat and layer that into a 6x6 card, done.
Wonderful.
Really easy to do. But you've also got your die-cut toppers, which are down at the front.
Okay.
And then, just sneaking in behind that, you can see these are lovely, these papers. These are the classic papers. These are quite contemporary, modern, but in that lovely colour palette as well. So you get those as well. Oh, and I've missed one thing. There's more. We also get, now, over here. we get the A4 inserts. So you've got sentiments on these. Some of them don't have sentiments. They're a good grade paper as well. So what you can do is chop into them and either use them as to make your flowers out of, or you can just use them as an insert, but cut them in half. So you use the one half that's got the writing on it, if you like, and the other half is the background.
Well, they are really useful, aren't they? As you say there, Lisa, you can cut into them, you can use them for various different things, but a lot of us still like to put our inserts in cards. I've got that frog again, it's every morning. Now, it will clear as the day goes on, I promise you. Early starts, that's what it is.
It is.
Now then, we're going to flick through some of the paper pads and show you some fantastic samples as well, because there is some stunning samples here at the back. Lisa, have you done all of these yourself?
All of them, yeah. It's been a
Lisa,
labour of love,
hard.
actually. It really has. And as I was saying earlier, that I literally got piles of paper come through because it was so new that we hadn't even had a chance to get the papers to me. But seeing them like this, I mean, they are glorious, aren't they?
They are. Do you know, it might be easy for me to do the little one, because this is a bit bendy. Can I get the little one?
You can have the little one.
That one, I think. Now, the papers are the same, whether it's the large, the medium or the small. So it's the 6x6 that I've got here. You've got the 8x8 and the 12x12 as well. So you've got those beautiful backing papers there. The colour palette, as I say,
it's lovely,
is absolutely lovely.
I
Those
love
beautiful florals in there. You've got some feathers in there as well. Aren't they just beautiful? I love the pink with the greys and those soft, subtle sort of creams
You've got little
and beiges in
blues
there
as well in there. There's blues and almost like peppermint greens and all sorts in there.
Now, this is the boho selection. So the boho, it conjures up to mind. It is a different style, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think this works beautifully for all ages, but particularly I think aimed at sort of the younger generation, maybe the teenagers as well. So if you're stuck for cards for teenagers, or, you know, the colours are beautiful, aren't they?
You can't argue that there's something about these colours. They're pretty, but they're also modern. They're also and they're contemporary as well. So I think you're going to find within this set there's going to be something that actually. But then again, you know, I say that teenager, but then I know my mum would actually really like that pattern as well, with the feathers and with the poppies and things like that. So it's one of those that it's different, isn't it?
It is.
You're probably not going to have anything like this in your collection.
They are stunning. I'm just going to show the other paper pad as well, because obviously we've got 3 of those in the different sizes, but I'm with Lisa on this one. I just love dots, stripes, and those go-to papers. Now, again, you've got the same colour palette here, but you've got those wonderful little polka dots. Let's just show you the different colours as well. So you've got the stripes. You've got that lovely sort of... Is it a beige? How would you describe that colour? It's not really beige, is it, in there? It's kind of a...
It's is it taupe? It's not even...
Taupe, and then we've got this colour as well, which is wonderful.
Grey. It's a beautiful grey. And that, I mean, and that to me goes with anything. So you can put any colour with that and you know it's going to work. That's my favourite piece of paper
it does. And you've got the plains in there as well. And again, a beautiful, beautiful colour there. There is a colour I'm trying to find, actually, because is it in this one? It should be.
Is it that purpley?
Colour.
Yeah, it's not even... Purple's the wrong word, isn't it?
I need to find it. Just bear with me, bear with me. That's a pink, that's not the one. But that, again, is a beautiful, beautiful tone there. Again, you've got the stripes and the dots that go with this one. Where is it, Lisa?
It is in there.
It is in there somewhere. And then we've got
not used it, have I?
What would you call that? It's not really coral, is it? Or,
is it
raspberry?
raspberry?
It's kind of in between.
It is an in-between, but it's lovely.
Beautiful,
it's
beautiful
different.
colours.
Again, it's that thing. I love that colour as well.
It is. It's gorgeous. They're all absolutely lovely. Now then, I think we need to see some samples, actually, because that will show us exactly what you can do with these. I think... Lisa, you've worked so hard at this, you really have. And the samples are stunning. And I want to show you as well, think about your dies, think about your other embellishments as well. Now, you've seen some beautiful florals within those pads. You've seen some designs that are quite unusual as well within that theme. But it doesn't mean that your cards have to be really quirky and different either, do it? These are so... Well, to me, they're contemporary but traditional at the same time. You've got the best of both worlds. And mixing those floral papers with the dots there, that is just stunning. So when you see this together and you see how these work so beautifully together,
see those papers,
they speak for themselves, don't they?
The papers are brilliant.
Really do.
And I think just even using, if you're not into mega amounts of floral, just a little element of one of them can really bring it to life. It's just... see that again, we've really focused on those papers. However, if you don't want to, you could, again, just like there, use one of the toppers, just a small element there, just a small element. Where's that little box I did?
Absolutely lovely. I was going to pick that. I was saving the best.
Oh, was you? Okay.
No, you can pick it up. I think it's a demonstration that's coming up later, but I just wanted to show as many of these samples as I could because they are absolutely gorgeous. Do you want to show that? Because that's your creation.
That's
this is
right.
lovely. We're going to see this in demonstration.
We've used... I need to grow a few inches, don't I? So this is using one of the 12 by 12 sheets, basically, to create our outer box. So when we lift the lid off, let's have a look. It's easiest. Let me hold it that way so you can see it better. Is that... There we go. There you go. So look at that. Isn't that stunning? Really simple, Catherine. But just 3 different layers. And then we close that up. And we pop our lid on.
That is gorgeous.
That could be chocolates, that could be...
Exactly, lovely little gift in there. So we're going to see more of that a little bit later, but those papers, they will work beautifully, whichever one you choose, whichever you mix and match with, all those colours, and of course those die-cut sentiments as well. You've got so much in that bundle. We'll do a recap and a little bit later to let you know what's gone on there. But there on the screen you can see everything that you're getting within that bundle. There is a saving of £6 today, £46.96, and of course you have got that Flexi Buy if you so wish, which spreads the payments. Now, we do have more. We've seen some dies on some of the cards, Lisa. Now, I know you had one last night that sold out, so we've got something a little bit different out as well today, including some that we saw maybe yesterday as well.
Yeah. Now, you may well have seen some of these before, but probably not in this configuration. Yeah. The beaded swirl. I can see these with your clay, actually.
Well, saying that, I've got a couple of clay shows today, and I have already been eyeing up 1 or 2 items that I might just be borrowing.
This one, useful. Snip into this as well. There is a... Is it this sample? Let me just double check. No, it's not that one. I've got a sample down the other end where I literally snip this in half and it actually breaks into 2 pieces really well. And I've got that frog now, look. I think it's an air-conditioned studio, maybe. But when you can snip it and use it as a big flourish or a small flourish, very simply, and I will show you that. But then you can use it. Just where am I going to go? I'm just you do it.
Jim is on.
See, that's why you do that, and I do
this. Now, again, that is just stunning. And using the papers there from the one-day special with some die cuts and that beautiful flourish there. It just speaks for itself, Lisa.
Absolutely. So that's 2 pieces of white card. One I've inked, one I haven't.
Gorgeous.
Pop it behind your florals, and it's lovely, isn't it?
It really
Could you imagine putting your PVA glue dots as well on some of those beads as well? It would look really, really pretty.
Beautiful. Now then, you mentioned about the blue in the papers as well. You can see it coming out in that. It's such a pretty colour.
Isn't it?
It really is.
Absolutely.
Now then, we're approaching half the stock gone of that particular die, and I'm not surprised. That is stunning. It works so, so well. But we do have more for you. That's just £9.99, by the way, that die there. You can see the item number on the screen, 407338. Now, we've got more dies. We've got some beautiful florals here.
These are really cool. Now, Sue has used these and cut them with felt. You can see in the little picture at the bottom there.
Oh, yes.
But so you've got 4 different flowers here, minimum. Minimum. You can make your fantasy flowers out of these, all sorts of things. So I've got 2 here. The 2 samples are using 2 of the flowers. But I think, again, if you put one of the largest shapes with a different one of the smaller shapes, you can do all sorts with them. So that one, obviously, is a tiny, delicate little flower, which is really pretty, isn't it? It's lovely.
It is stunning. I love everything about that, Lisa. I love the fact, the simple background, it just stands out so beautifully. The colour palette of the papers, again, just works so beautifully. You've got that simple sentiment, but those flowers, for me, just make that.
They do. They're glorious, aren't they?
They are.
Absolutely glorious.
They really are.
So again, all you need to do is, you know, you can change that completely by putting different colour ink behind that, and that would really make a difference to the card. And again, that, you wouldn't think that came from the same set of dies, would you?
No, you really wouldn't. In fact, I'm going to hold the 2 side by side so you can compare everything on the one set there. £17.99, item number 846063. Beautiful die. You've got 12 dies in total within that one set there. That's a must-have for me because it's so versatile.
Yeah.
Now then, we have got more for you, more dies. Now we've just given you a little sneaky peek of one of the dies that's coming up on one of those cards there. It's the octagon for you. Now then, Lisa, again, I love this. Now you saw that of a particular die last night that I'd seen that I loved, but actually I think this has taken its place for me.
This one actually I found a lot more useful. Yes, the heart is stunning and you cannot take it away from the heart. However, this to me is any time of the year. What I like is the little hearts, the little, is it octagon or hexagon? Octagon.
Yeah.
The little ones you can take out of the centre and you can build the little ones up as well, make a honeycomb background and all sorts of things with that. So that one for me is quite a generic die, but I think it's really effective, don't you?
It really is. And, you know, that sample just deserves to be shown.
It's my favourite sample.
As soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it.
That's very me, though.
Yeah.
That's a typical me card.
It is, yeah, I do know your style, and it certainly is, but I just think that is so pretty. £10.99 for the octagon there, the octagon border die set. 2 dies in total within that one. Item number 356597. Now, over a third of the stock has gone of that particular die there as well. I think that's going to be a very busy one throughout the rest of the shows today, if there's stock left, of course, by the end of the day. Now then, more dies. We've got large dies here now. These are your nesting dies. You've got that stitched edge on these as well. It's the double pierce circles set B die. Now, obviously, there's been a set A before. This is set B. There are 10 dies in total. This is a great buy.
This is a great buy, and the fabulous thing about this is where you've got your die cut toppers, do your matting and layering, so just the next size up from your topper. Perfect. And also make your round cards. Again, make your, what are the ones that almost like a rocker when you fold them in half, so they...
Yeah, the, oh dear.
You know what I mean, don't you?
I know what you mean.
It's kind of like, so basically...
Like you turn it into a semicircle.
Yeah, that's it, and then it becomes a rocker card, which is stunning. So again, if you've got the A set, these are... I think it's something like 1/8 of an inch difference in size, so it doubles your matting and layering abilities.
Yes,
brilliant.
So you have got the A set. It's well worth getting the B set as well, because it will extend those dies for you and give you lots more scope to make things with those dies that you've already got. Now then, this one is on Flexi Buy as well. 2 payments of £20, so you can spread the payments there if you prefer. Makes it very easy for you. Item number 438792. Now then, I can see one that's coming out. I've used this before in my shows. This is one of my all-time favourites.
It's really a go-to, isn't it?
It certainly is.
It really is a go-to. There's one little sample here. I have got more. They're probably at the front of the counter. But what I love, love, love about this is great for sentiments, stamping your sentiments, great for backgrounds, great for your tags, great for you making your bunting. There's all sorts of things you can do with this. And the nesting abilities are brilliant as well.
They really are. Now, I've just turned that one round so you can see exactly what you're getting there. I like the fact that you've got that straight edge to them, so it's stitched all the way around there. If you want it, you've also got that double... sort of, do you call it the arrow end? You've got the double one, haven't you? So you can cut these out. You can use them in many different ways. They are, I can't say enough about these because it's one of those die sets that looks really simple and you think, well, why is it so special? But it's when you start to put it together and use it,
and you'll pick it up. You'll pick it up a lot. You'll think, oh, actually, that will work for this. That will work for that. And it's, I think Phil uses this a lot as well with his sentiments. So it doesn't matter what brand of sentiment you've got, it's going to work. Whatever papers you've got, it's going to work. It's for clean cards, it's going to work. You know, with your flowers and big fussy cards, again, it's one of those, isn't it?
It is.
That you come back to.
And it's lovely to curl it as well and having it sort of curling out.
Yes,
maybe an S shape onto it. I stamped a lot onto it as well with the sentiment stamps.
I was going to say, just there, can you see the flourish? What I'm saying, I've snipped it in half, so that's 1/2 of the flourish. So it kind of makes it a small flourish as well as a really lovely big flouncy flourish. Where's the card actually? If you hold it against that one.
Yes, you can see. Yeah,
it's
one of those perfect dies for snipping into. It really is. And again, the papers on this particular sample from the one-day special.
I know.
I just love the colour palette, Lisa. I can't say enough about it. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I know I'm going to be borrowing it later. Now then, £19.99 for the tags collection. We've lost... Yes, the tags collection are the stitched flags, all part of that same set. They're 8 dies, £19.99. 148842 is the item number for you there. Really consider that one. I can't say enough about that one either. Now then,
Have you
Another
seen
one.
this one before?
I have seen it. I've got this
Have
die
you?
set. Yes,
I love
have
this
got
die
it.
set.
Oh no, I haven't. No, it's different to the one
I
I've got.
know.
Oh no, I've not seen this one before.
Now, this is a great one. So this is more like your essentials. So what you've got here, for me, you've got a different shaped rectangle. It sounds bizarre, doesn't it? So compared to the stitch rectangles and the other pierced rectangles that Sue brings, this is different. So it gives you the ability to make your 5x7, A5 cards, but it gives you like all your essential sizes in there. So even that long skinny one, again, it's great for your sentiments. If you're looking for something to do your matting and layering but give you other options as well, this is perfect.
I like that. Are we going to be using that at all?
We probably will use it at 1 o'clock.
Oh, lovely. Good, I'm back at 1 with you. That's lovely.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get to see it then, because I've not seen that one before. Now then, you can get this one on Flexi Buy as well. 2 payments of £20. $39.99 is the price for the die itself, 124849. Love the look of that. I need to see that one in action. Now we've got one last one to show you as well here. Now another beautiful die, another one with a stitched edge there.
Popular.
These are just, it's just the finishing touch that you need, isn't it?
It is, and again, I love how small that centre die goes down to. I love that I can stamp onto that as well. I can make my backgrounds with that. I can use it and build up patterns with that, like a quilt kind of pattern. There is so much you can do with that die. I could do a show on that die set.
It is, it's gorgeous. And the amount of dies, you're getting 12 dies in there.
Yeah.
Now, there is a Freedom price on this one as well, $26.99 if you're a Freedom Club member. Of course, no postage and packaging for you. Item number 851276. There's some gorgeous dies on the show today.
It's a big die, isn't it?
It is, it's enormous. Great die, 12 in that. Now, we're going to go to the website and let you see everything there. Of course, you can shop by brand. It's the quickest and easiest way to shop. You can see that wonderful one-day special on there. All the different elements are there separately for you as well if you want them. All of the dies that we've just seen, there's more besides. You can see the reviews on there as well. Great reviews for creative expressions, and of course Sue Wilson dies. Now you have got other things on there as well, the mediums. We're going to see those throughout the show in demonstrations, I'm sure, but do take a look there because you have got the gilding polishes and the glitter kisses. There's all the inks on there as well. So much for you to see. There really is. Now then, Lisa's just getting ready for a demonstration. Can't wait for this. No idea what she's going to do.
Right. Do you know what? I'm going to start showing you a few different things because I think it's really interesting to see when we were talking about that octagon die and putting that ink behind it, how cool it looked. Well, so we've done it here. I did this as a demonstration last night. So when you use different parts of the same page of paper, you get really different results. So what I did is I used 2 of the oxides that we've got on the show, and this is tea dye. Okay. This is one of my favourite colours.
Is it?
It's a really lovely colour. Really lovely.
It is very usable as well, isn't it?
It is. And all I've done is I've literally popped the ink down, then spritzed water onto it and pulled it back, so we get it looking like that. Now, if I take, let me just do this really sneakily. If I now use the peacock feathers, so you've got a really different look again, haven't you? So let's pop that side by side, and if I take a different piece of the card that's got more of the blues in it and the greens in it, when you pop it on there now,
oh wow,
to me that is a completely different look.
It is,
isn't it?
Complete contrast.
It's a different card.
The colours are making this one really stand out. That one's a little bit more subdued, a little bit more dreamy maybe.
And what I've done is I've put them up the opposite way, so you can see the difference. So even now that looks different again, doesn't it? But what was really cool was I took some of the little flowers and I literally, instead of popping them on here, I popped one, you know, just like that. Sentiment at the bottom, and again you've got another look to the same card. So that's just using the tiniest amount of paper. I mean, and the amount I've used, that was made from, I'll show you this, my 12 by 12 paper pad. That's the front.
That's why the front's missing. Oh, well done, Lisa.
So don't waste any of this. You can make a lot of flowers out of this.
Well, you've got how many? 2, 4, 6, 8 toppers there on the front.
You
of the
have,
there,
and
least.
then on the back again, that makes another card
really
in
does.
itself. So don't throw anything away.
I would even use that. Just take that little bit.
Yes.
There you've got a nice border and
that's
a ribbon band.
Great colour as well, isn't
It's a
it?
fantastic
It's a
colour.
really cool colour.
The other thing I like about this, Lisa, is looking at the papers from the pack there.
Yeah.
And the beautiful colour palette that's there. A card like this, if you're batch making or you're wanting to sell, these are going to be quick and easy, and they're really going to stand out on a stand, aren't they?
They are.
And also, with the papers in the pack, everybody has their favourites, don't they? We have ones that we don't want to cut up. We have ones that we're not so keen on. With a die like this, use the ones that you may be less keen on.
Exactly.
Because then you don't really notice what's there.
Exactly.
But everybody's different anyway. If you're making to sell, what one likes, somebody else doesn't, and vice versa.
So again, I brought in one of the other flowers, and we got little tiny elements of black in here, tiny bits. So you can again do that. And I've got a little sentiment you could pop just like that. You could matte that in black as well. So to me, that's another... do you see what I mean? This is really my way of crafting. This is how I craft all the time. And I do like to mix my inks with pretty much everything I do. But the papers lend themselves so well to it, don't they?
They certainly do.
They really, really do.
How cheap, without offence, how cheaply have you made that card? Because it's a piece of card, in fact, not even a full piece of card there. Maybe a scrap of paper for the die. You can get everything probably out of the scraps there. Using that wonderful one-day special there with the papers and those gorgeous colours. And as Lisa's just demonstrated there, using the different colour backgrounds, you can pick any of those colours out and bring that colour forward with the ink in the background.
If you look at the oxides that we've got on the show, I've tried to pair them up so they work with the paper pads. There's one in there called Mustard Seed, which is a really, really bright colour. However, when you start again, I know I'm going on about lots of things, but if you look here, just in here, you've got some really vibrant oranges. It sounds really silly. So you've got the vibrant oranges there, and the greeny yellows here. And when you use that mustard seed, which is a bright colour, you can imagine with this, it's going to really pop.
You really can.
Yeah. So, actually, shall I do it just to show you?
Come on, let's do it.
I'm
Let's do
totally going off piece now, so I do apologise.
This is what we like, Lisa. We like it. We like to see what's just going to happen in front of our eyes.
You know what I'm like.
No
I was never going to be organised, was I? Ever. You know me.
I would say, looking at those samples that you've done, Lisa, you were, although you didn't get your papers until quite late, you've done an amazing job.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was, I have to say, it was a labour of love, and I was sitting in the shop, and I don't know what other people do. I sit there and I put my TV on and watch a good box set, and I found that I kept going and going and going, and in the end I actually ran out of time rather than run out of ideas.
Amazing. Now then, you can see the details on the screen there for the ink that Lisa's going to use. It comes with a tea dye, which is Lisa's favourite as well. New today, this is a bundle that's new today for you. 024 635 14.99. There are, of course, other colours as well. Just go to the website and have a look at the different variations of bundles there. But we are using the mustard seed right now.
So I've used it on the opposite side, but it doesn't matter. Now, don't be too stressed about getting it perfect and not having any marks on there, but because you're going to cover a lot of it anyway. So if you look now, what a glorious colour.
It is, it's gorgeous.
Again, I see this with your flowers as well.
Well, because I'm doing a tropical theme with the clay today, so
that's exactly
we are
what I
going
thought.
quite bright. Which I do love bright colours, but you don't often see me work with them so much.
No.
So it's nice. It's actually really nice. I've got pinks and purples and oranges in my show.
Isn't that lovely?
It's gorgeous.
It's a stunning colour, isn't it? That's so summer to me. So summer. So let's take our mister bottle, and again, I do it in my own fashion. I don't mist as such. I take the lid off, and I use my little bit at the end, so I can get it more controlled. When it's on a card blank, I don't want to get water everywhere, so literally...
You kind of get the more random splatters, I think, that way as well. Some large, some small, whereas with the mist, it's more of a finer mist, isn't
it is.
So
and it reacts to the oxide in a different way then, doesn't it? Yeah, so again, just that little bit there. That's all we need, actually.
Now, for those crafters that worry about inking, because I know there's some people that do. I know when I've done workshops, we've got ladies that say, I can't ink, and they surprise themselves that they can actually do it. But a technique like this is just so simple for everyone. Yeah. Just go with it.
Very achievable for any level of crafter. So again, pull that off. So now we've got that faux bleach.
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely already? You can see the colour coming off as well. It looks lovely. You'll see these bits here. This is only because it's wet, and that will dry, and that will dry clear.
Yes, it looks a lot nicer the more it dries, and it kind of fades down and all blends.
So now...
Oh, wow.
So can you see the difference yet again?
Yeah.
So you start putting things together, and then you can make a decision. Do I like it vibrant like that? Do I like it tropical? Well, or do I like it pretty? Personally, I prefer it tropical. I think it looks better.
I think I agree with you on that one.
I think it's nice and bright. So again, those papers, just be aware of what you're picking out the pack, depending on what you're using, you know, what colour ink you're using. So again, that's another look you can create just with those, really simply. I do like that.
It's really, really lovely. And again, you see, that card you can make over and over again. It's a style that you're going to keep using. And when you know who you're going to make that card for, then you just choose the colours to work with that personality.
And the other thing I do is I use the glitter kiss in a different way to lots of people when we've got glitter kiss on the show, which I'll show you in a second. Lots of people swipe it through stencils, turn it and swipe it to give a really heavy coverage. I'm not really a glittery person. However, this...
Oh, now let's have a look at this.
I'm going to let you do this. Can you get...
Oh, wow, look at that. I turn it up. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that glorious?
That is gorgeous. It's pure frost in a bottle, that.
Isn't it?
In a jar. That is gorgeous. Now, I am a glittery girl, so that really appeals to me.
Again, on your flowers, that would be perfect, wouldn't it? You're more than welcome to borrow it.
Oh, thank you. Do you know what? I'll be borrowing everything. Frosty Sparkle and Silver Chrome you can get there in the bundle of the glitter kiss, $12.99, 764310. Details on the screen are there for you. Absolutely gorgeous.
So what you can do now to enhance this is we can use it in different ways.
Okay.
I find, rather than dragging it along like you would with your gilding polish, it's a very different beast. Don't treat it the same. You can do that, but you need to leave it to dry and then turn it, do it again, because all you're going to do otherwise is lift off the colour you've already put on.
Yeah.
For me, this works differently on white card and black card, so I'll just show you. I almost like stipple it on. So I'm literally...
Oh, it's very fine then, isn't it, when you
really
do that?
fine. So I might have to get you to pick this up after. But yeah, it's a little bit there. It's a bit of a lump there. Don't want that. So just move that in like that.
You can really see how the effect of the water splashing has come out now.
Yeah.
It's dried a little bit as well.
So
now that...
Do you want to hold that again for me?
Oh, we've got it. We've got it there. You can see. Now, the more that dries, the more effective it will look. I do know that. But it looks so fine and subtle, and it just adds that little bit of sparkle.
Really
for someone
does.
that maybe wants it a little bit more girly as well.
Might be if I do it that way.
Oh, that's it. There you are, Lisa. You've got it there.
That's what you get. So again, that again is going to change that original card that we created, isn't it? Completely. And then when we put that back on, it now becomes something completely different. So you can start playing with it that way, but black card. So let's take it to black card.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do my almost like a stipple or a pounce.
Okay.
And you'll see that now. So you leave that to dry.
Lovely. It looks like a starry night.
Isn't that lovely? I'm gonna.
Now, there's more glitter than you first realised.
Absolutely.
That you really can see the colours. There's beautiful turquoise in there. You've got sort of a coppery colour. You've got that that deep blue in there. It is stunning, isn't it? It's gorgeous.
Now, that little flower here, that's what I've done on the flower. So I've pounced it onto that flower.
Yeah.
So that looks really cool. And the final thing to show you. See what I've done? Absolutely nothing what I was supposed to be doing. So I'm sorry, we'll do it a bit. So what's really cool is the other effect you can get just around the edges. You do it like that. So it gives you such a cool look.
Now, I like that as well because I like the fact that it's not too even.
Yeah,
it adds
that's
to it, doesn't
what
it?
I like.
I'm sure I saw a sample with that on. Is it at the front somewhere?
There's a hexagon card somewhere, and it's got it all around the edge of
I
it.
didn't notice it earlier. We'll try and find it a little bit later. Because obviously you're putting that glitter kiss on there now, and it's a little bit milky at the moment. It will dry clearer, won't it? So you see that real sparkle coming through.
So I did this when we were broadcasting to the States yesterday to show you. So that's when it's wet. So you can see it in my fingers like that. That's when it's wet. And now it's dried. Ooh. So you can see. Can you see the vibrancy of those colours?
Yes.
So you still maintain, leave that there, still maintain all that, but you can feel the dimension on that as well, Catherine.
Yeah, you certainly can.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Lovely effect.
So you can be really delicate with it because, as I say, I'm not a big glitter person, but if you just do it really lightly in areas, it can look really cool.
That, and again, the perfect match with the one day special with the colours in that glitter goes wonderfully with the one day special and the colour palette within those papers.
Exactly. So let's move all this out of the way. So do you want to see the exploding box card yet, or do you want to do a quick recap or anything?
We'll do a bit of a recap, I think, first.
And then I can set up for that.
We'll show you a bit more inspiration as well, because Lisa, you've worked so hard on these cards, so we're going to show you the VT. Just look at these, they're stunning. Yes, aren't they stunning samples? Now, of course, it is the one-day special. It's the first hour of the day today. Lisa's back again at 1, but we're talking mainly about the one-day special here. This is something brand new. It's part of our new arrivals. Look at this enormous bundle. You've got so much here. We have got, if I remember correctly, we've got 3 different paper pads. Now, you've got the 6x6, you've got the 8x8, and you've got the 12x12. But you've got much more than that because you've also got inserts for your cards as well. These are beautiful. You've got the text on there. Some of them are a little bit plainer, some of them are more decorative. You can use them as inserts or you can cut into them. You can use them for matting and layering or making your flowers with. Very usable little bundle within this kit there. But there's a lot more. Whoops, nearly knocked that over. We've got another paper pad for you. Now this to me is an essential within this bundle because you've got those beautiful backgrounds there, the spots, the stripes, the planes. Look at the gorgeous colour palette. You've got that sort of raspberry colour in there, you've got the taupe, you've got the grey, you've got the soft pinks, you've got a sort of a greeny brownie colour. I wouldn't know how to describe it, they're just stunning. Now then, you have got all those different designs within there which work perfectly with the pattern papers of the one-day special. We have got samples to show you, but there's a little bit more I've not told you about within this bundle as well. You've also got the die-cut toppers as well. Now, you can see those there. They come in different shapes. I've got some at the back, which I'm going to show you in a second. You've got circles, you've got the squares, and you've also got the rectangles as well. There are some banners as well with some text on for you, so you can personalise your cards without having to get your stamps out even. But of course, if you want to get all those other items out, you certainly can. Now let's just show you the toppers at the back here because these are gorgeous. I want to show you the different colourways again. That lovely, lovely soft grey in the background there works so beautifully with the pinks and the brighter colours together. Now there's the circles. We've also got the rectangles there, and you have got these text items as well. They are die cut, so they're just going to pop out. I love this one here with the little feathers and that gorgeous flower in there. Again, a very soft colour palette within that topper there. And this one is beautiful. There's your squares, those beautiful flowers within there on that soft background, and they really stand out. Again, you've got the background of the grey there. That's a good piece of inspiration as to how to layer these up using the other papers within the bundle. Take inspiration from the back sheets of the toppers because you know what colours are going to work so beautifully together. Now then, we can see the bundle there. You're going to get that whole bundle. There is so much within this bundle itself. I'm just going to show very quickly, if I can, a couple more samples, because there's one or two we didn't see earlier that I really think need to be seen. Just to give you an example of how to work with those papers within the bundle. So that beautiful paper there from the 6x6 pad, I believe this one, and then that gorgeous frame. Watch out for the dies later coming up. Such a simple but stunning card. Again there, using the florals. And you can go a little bit bigger. Every shape of card that you want, every size of card, these are going to work, because you're getting your 6x6, your 8x8 and your 12x12 pattern papers within the one day special. Now you're saving £6 today. You can take this over a flexi buy option if you like. 2 payments of £23.48. Item number 715999. Very unusual. New arrivals, don't forget, not been seen before the one day special. You can see everything there on the screen that you're getting in that bundle. But we have got more to show you, because we've got lots of dies for you as well. Now, we did see these earlier, busy for these. We've got, first of all, this one here. I love this. Now then, I will show you a sample again. I've got a couple at the back here. We may have seen them earlier, but it's worth showing them again. This is the beaded swirl flourish die. As Lisa said earlier, you can snip into this, take elements out of it. You don't have to use it as the whole die. As beautiful as it is, you can break it down, or you can make more of it by layering it up as well. So I'm just going to show you again the sample using the whole die there, and you can see Lisa has actually doubled that one up there, so it makes a really nice embellishment to your flowers, using the papers from the one day special of course there as well. And if you want to snip into it, just by using a small area of it, there you can see the top of it. Doesn't that work beautifully? Again, those papers from the one day special, absolutely stunning. £9.99 for that die. 407338 is the item number. Now we have got more dies for you. Love this one. This one has got so many dies within the one set. Now you can build these flowers up in various different ways. You can make the sweet little flowers that Lisa was using in the demonstration there, or you can make bigger flowers as well. 12 dies in total. So I am going to hold up the samples again, just so you can look at the flowers in a second as well. Now you can see on the photograph there, the inspiration has been done with felt, so it's not just for your paper. But there's the difference in the flowers that you can make. So you can go from really small to medium to the larger ones. Any colourways that you want, and you're going to get those perfect, beautifully formed flowers every time. They're going to work on all of your different cards for any occasion. They are gorgeous. Now, £17.99 for those 12 dies within that one set. 846063 is the item number on that one. Now, my favourite, I think, out of the show is this one. And I've not seen this until today. This is the octagon die. You've got the octagon border. We saw it being used there in the demonstration again. 2 dies within this set. Very, very versatile. It's going to be one of those go-to dies. Just £10.99. Item number 356597. Now, over 40% of that one has gone. Do love that one. And again, there's that card, again done in the different colourways there, so pretty, teamed with the little flowers from the previous die there. These little tiny ones here came from that flower set that we saw previously. Just stunning. I love that one. Now we've more for you, because we've also got the stitched dies, and these are the stitched circles. Now there, I'm not surprised these are popular, and they are on this show. We've got 10 dies in total here as well. I'm going to flip this one round just so you can see that what you're seeing on the front there is the genuine size. 10 dies. These are double stitched, so you're going to get those beautiful, perfect little pierced elements around your cards, which perfectly frames everything. You can take this on the flexi buy payment option. 2 payments of £20. Item number 438792. Again, go-to dies those. You're going to use those over and over and over again. An investment set of dies there for you. Another one of my favourites. You may think, well, it doesn't look much on the front of the cover. When you get working with this, there is so much you can do with it. I absolutely love it. It's the Frames and Tags collection, and they are stitched again for you. Now, you can see from the packaging there, you've got the larger ones that have got the double end, you know, the tail end there at both ends. You've got some that are straight on the end. You can layer these up beautifully beautifully. They all work together, they work individually. You can make your tags, you can make your banners, you can stamp onto them, you can layer them up perfectly. There's all sorts of ways of working with these. I've used these time and time again in some of my samples in the past when I've worked with Creative Expressions, and they are another go-to die for me. $19.99, item number 148842. Might have to borrow those later because I've not got mine with me. Now then, we've got more for you. These, I'm dying to see these. I'm hoping Lisa is going to demonstrate with these a little bit later. I've not seen these until today. These are new for you today. Now, we've got Sue Wilson dies again, the Noble Collection, the Essential Size Rectangles die. There are 8 dies within this set. Again, you've got that lovely pierced effect around the edge. It is stunning, but it's very unusual, this one, because you've got those different card sizes in there. You've got that wonderful little element there at the bottom, that rectangle there, that's really, really useful. Again, if you want to cut out your sentiments, maybe you want to stamp and cut them out. There's so many ways of working with this set. $39.99, a great investment piece again here because 2 payments again on Flexi Buy of £20. Another set of go-to dies for you. 124849. I know they're going to be very, very versatile for the future if you've not seen those before. Now the hexagon, busy for this one early, I presume it still is because it's another die set from Sue Wilson. We've got that stitched, double stitched hexagon die set here. Again, that perfect finish to your cards. If you're cutting out your frames, if you're cutting out your matting and layering, 12 dies in this set. I've got to turn it round because it really hits home what you're actually getting for your money here. There is a freedom price on this as well. $26.99 is the freedom price. Of course, no postage and packaging on this one. $29.99 if you're not a freedom member. 851276. So much to see. We're going to take you to the website because there's so much more for you to see. You've got to look at all the other products as well. Here we go. Now then, easiest and quickest way to shop for you as well. Take a look at everything on there. We've got the glitter kiss and the gilding polishes as well. And don't forget those inks as well. What Lisa was using, the tea dye and the mustard, but there's so many different colours to choose from. Of course, you can view all the elements from the one-day special as well. The big bundle is the best way to buy it, but if you want to break that down, maybe you've got a budget, you can buy the elements individually as well.
You know that rectangle die you wanted to see? I just wanted to show you how huge the outside edge is.
It's a great size, isn't it?
It's huge. And I measured it, and it measures, it's going to cut 15 centimetres by 21.5 centimetres. So that's a big, big die.
It is a big die.
Obviously, they nest
and that's
down
just
as well.
One from that set.
Yeah.
8 dies in total in that set.
OK, so we're going to look at that exploding box now.
Okay.
Can I borrow it,
You certainly
Catherine,
can.
just so you can see
you.
what I'm doing? This is just my scoreboard. Crafters Companion do one. There's all sorts of people who've got Score Power, all sorts of boards out there. So whatever you've got, it's all going to do the same thing. So the principle behind this is really, really quick and it's really, really easy. And it's great for showcasing all these beautiful papers. So whatever size you want your box to be, you must have your size divisible by 3.
Yeah.
Because we need 3 equal pieces, okay? So when I lay that down, that is 24 centimetres by 24 centimetres.
Okay.
Because that will make that 8 centimetres, yeah?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay, so the next size down, we cut one sheet at 24 by 24.
Okay.
The next one, we've cut 21 by 21 because 7, 14, 21.
Yep.
The next one, we'd cut at 18, 6, 12 and 18. So you've got 6 centimetres, 7 centimetres and 8
Perfect.
centimetres.
So if you remember, you're going down by a centimetre in increments there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what you do is you pick your piece. So this is my 24 by 24.
Okay.
And you take your piece of card, ignore this here because yours will be square, and you score down at 8, you turn it, you'll score down at 8, turn it at 8, turn it at 8.
Lovely.
And I do it that way rather than going 8 from there because I know it's always going to be 8. And then whatever's left in the middle, if I've done it slightly incorrect, that's where the error potentially will be.
That's a really good tip. And do you know why as well? Because I know from experience that different tools will score things slightly differently, and it can throw your measurements out very slightly.
It does, and it really does. So
That's
for
a really
me,
good tip.
always do it like that. The other thing I recommend is then turn it over and do the same, because then you're going to break down the fibres of your paper and it's going to be perfect. So the next thing we do, put my glasses on, is we literally chop out the corners.
Okay.
So just use a pair of scissors. My score line's in shadow at the moment, so we'll just trim that like that. And this is as complicated as it gets, Catherine. So it's really,
so this would be your first
easy.
layer, the 24 by 24 as a square to begin with. Divide that down, 8 centimetre squares, and then put the corners.
I'm just going to score that again because my eyes under this. Let's go. Where's our 8? There we are, straight down. Oh look, I hadn't scored it. That was potentially why, because I was meant to be doing that live on air. So there we go. So now I can see that now. So now we'll just chop that corner off as well. Now keep those corners, because what you're going to do with those corners, they're going to decorate your inner pieces.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So it does work. The light here is not... Can I just do that? Sorry, I've just got my back to you. Oh,
how rude.
Can you can you see that shadow just casting over the top? It's my big head. Okay. So keep those pieces. So now all we need to do is fold our sides in like so. So you now know that's going to sit perfectly in there, like that.
Lovely.
Let's score that one. Okay. And then we'll do that one here, and we'll pop that in like so, and that one in. I've got a big head. I've got a really big shadow over the top of me.
Got a big head.
I feel like it, that shadow. So now, that's that.
Okay.
So we don't need the scoreboard anymore. That's done what it needed to do. Move that out of the way.
Okay.
So already we've done 2.
Oh, these papers are gorgeous.
Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they just lovely? So let's bring all
Because these
this
are from
in.
the one-day special.
Yes. Now, because... Hang on a second, put them there. We're going to use these same pieces, but because we don't want it to sit directly over the top, we're going to cut 1 centimetre off each side, just to give us that lovely look there.
Okay.
And I put my thing away, tidily. Bring that out. So what we're going to do, and where I've got the score line there, we can chop it off from there. So we just take off a centimetre, I say. So what are we now? We're 8 centimetres. So we bring it down to 7 centimetres. Chop that off.
I like working in centimetres.
Yeah, I do as well. I find it a lot easier.
Yeah.
So that's 7 centimetres now. We'll do the same here. Make sure we use the scored pieces, so we don't have any marks on there, because I'll get a bit fussy with things like that. Like that. So that's done that bit. Take those away. Now, what we've also got on the show is a rounded corner punch. I love my rounded corner punch.
I think probably a lot of us have got one of these from years ago, and it's one of those that you're going to hold on to, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Now, I literally take it into the corner. You'll feel it, literally.
Yeah.
And there we go.
It just gives such a neat finish, doesn't it?
Really does. Again, like that. We're going to do it to the other one as well. Like that. And like that. Okay, so there's your 2. Right, so now we've got our 4 pieces of card. I'll leave that to one side.
Lovely. Now, we have got the details, actually, for that bundle there. It's on the screen for you now. That's the corner punch that Lisa was just using there. You've also got the blending tool and the ultra-fine tip glue applicators, which are really, really useful. $12.99, that's a great price,
It's a
Lisa.
really good price.
Really is a good price. 781,455. If you're buying that just for that punch, you're going to get so much use out of it. But, of course, everything Lisa's using within the show. All those items in there are really handy.
Handy, really handy. So using the tea dye oxide, we're just going to go around the edge really quickly of all 4.
I love the oxides.
So do I, so do I. And this colour, it just works so well with this palette. Just a little bit, and you'll see the difference in a minute. I'll do 3 and not 4, and I'll show you what's going to... Oh, I did my corners. Now we've got a wonky head. It's going to be, it's not going to be straight. But when you're at home, you've got more time. And
The thing is, listen, there's so many beautiful papers within those packs. You could even put another layer on there. If you made a simple mistake, maybe get something upside down. Just use one of the dots or the stripes over it.
So when I lay that on there, it doesn't really look very effective. But when now you can see I've done the edge. That looks completely different, doesn't
and that's
it?
the perfect colour.
It is.
It really pulls it all together, doesn't it?
It really is perfect. So again, just around the edge here, almost done. And then all I'm going to do is take that corner rounder again, and I'm just going to round my corners of this, and it will give it, if you look at these, they look so beautifully finished.
Let's just hold this one up. So this is the centre one. This will be the smallest one. So this would be your 18 by 18 square, wouldn't it? Down into 6 centimetre score marks. And then this one, again, paper from the one day special with that beautiful dot background there. Lovely. That would be your centre one, which would be 21 centimetres, wouldn't it? And 7 centimetres each per square. Yeah.
So, nearly done. This is going to come together really quickly, Catherine.
Okay.
Let's pop that down there. So what you'll do is you'll then glue these on, just like that. Okay, I'm not going to glue them on, so I just want to show you the lid really quickly.
Okay.
And then what happens is then you'll put those over the top, okay, and then a small piece will sit in the middle like that.
That's just the finishing touch in the centre.
Exactly. And all you do is glue those together, okay? So just to do the lids, just so you get to see the lid, I think that's really important. Let's bring our score tool back in. So just a measurement to remember, we need the centre to be just over 8 centimetres, because that's the largest size of the box. So cut a piece of card to 11.5. Okay. So basically I'm going to have 1.5 each side, which makes 3.
Yep.
Plus the 8 in the middle, which is 11.
Yep.
And that little half is so it goes...
allows, that little bit of give.
So again, score at 1.5, turn it round, and as I said, do it the same. And again, 1.5 down, 1.5 down. Do you see what I mean?
Lovely.
So you know you're going to have the same. And all you need to do to make your box lid is these, you can probably see this, you've got obviously a little square there where it's crossed over. Yeah. And what you do is you cut into that, just like that, and snip that off. Cut into that, snip that off. I've probably only got about a minute left, haven't I, or something?
Yes, but we're fine.
Oh, we've got loads of time.
The nice thing about the lid as well, because with an exploding box, as you open it, and it does open out, if your lid was slightly too big, it actually wouldn't matter so much, would it? Because that would just try and open itself a little bit within there and hold it in place.
Exactly.
Obviously, you don't want it too big that it's going to look silly, but it would hold in place because of the design of the actual box.
So all you do now is take your glue. Let me just get a tiny little clip, and then we'll take our Cosmic Shimmer glue, and we pop a little bit on that little triangle there, and then literally take that like that, and you glue that. And I'd take a little clip. You don't need to have it there for long, and just hold it, and then go around and do that one, go around and do that one. By the time you get back to the first one, your glue's dry.
Perfect.
So that is how you make your lid. I know that was really fast.
No,
sorry,
that's fine. We got that totally. Very good demonstration. Beautiful results there as well. Of course, Lisa was using the one-day special. All those papers within that demonstration there from the one-day special. Just look at those beautiful colours in there. I just love the colour palette. You've got those gorgeous florals in there. You've got feathers in there. You've got that boho element running through the theme of it there. There's something for everyone. There's some text in there. You've got die cuts, all those different things in there. Beautiful, beautiful designs. You've seen some stunning samples made by Lisa as well. So if you want them very simple, or if you want to go a little bit more fussy, you can. Use the dies as well. We've got gorgeous dies on the show today. But of course, you can view everything that you want on the website there, but look at the one-day special. 2 payments, if you want to split it into a flexi buy, £23.48 per payment. Just make one now. Everything will be shipped to you. You can be making those beautiful boxes and cards like Lisa is there. The second payment you'll pay a month later. 715999 is the item number. You are making that saving. Lisa, it's been a wonderful show. We are back at 1. I can't wait. I am going to borrow some papers now and go and prep for my show that's on at 11. Stay with us. Lisa, it's been wonderful.
Do you know what? Oh, no, I was going to say something. She can use my papers. She can use them.
Wonderful. See you soon. Now, coming up next, we've got Tando Creative, followed by, it's FM and Funcraft with me, and I believe Matt's presenting that. Then we've got Hobbycraft, so stay tuned. Wonderful shows.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafters Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Would you like to improve your crafting techniques by watching and crafting along with your favourite Hochanda guest demonstrators, all from the comfort of your own home? If the answer is yes, then we are very excited to invite you to Craft Along, where you, our presenters and guests, will create an amazing array of projects throughout the year. So tune in, be inspired and create with Craft Along, your monthly crafting workshop.
Attention all crafters, this is a Hochanda announcement. We would like to inform you that our Hochanda buying crew have been flying around the world in search of incredible brand new products and show ideas to inspire and stimulate all of your crafty senses. So, watch out for La Blanche, Silva Designs, Picture This, Tando, Avid Crafts, Festival of Japan and many more. We will be checking in our latest new product arrivals from 6 p.m. on the 24th of January, and gates close at 6 p.m. on the 30th of January. So join us on board Flight Hochanda Air for our new arrivals event.
Hello, morning. Yes, our new arrivals event has landed. We're bringing you lots of new ideas, new products, sometimes new shows as well. Di, you're not new, but
no.
You've been here before. But you haven't been here for about 6 weeks.
No, about 6 weeks, yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah,
right?
and you. Yeah, thank you.
This is Di Oliver, and we're talking Tando. And I always look forward to these shows because these are always really, really imaginative and, well, it gives you projects that you can put together, but also you can decorate as well.
Yeah,
you can have fun.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. And I must say, our design team have worked amazing, absolutely amazing samples this time. They're fabulous.
OK, now we've got some brand new things coming up. Now, this has not been on air before, although you may have seen something like it before, but not on Hochanda. This is actually your circular journal. Now, you're going to get everything that you need to make this journal, including papers. You've got, of course, your fine liners. You've got these fantastic little embellishment sheets as well. But I don't think I've actually seen a circular journal before.
No, this has actually been designed by Kate Crane.
Right.
She's a fabulous mixed media artist, and she designed this for one of our Ministry of Mixology events that we had last year.
Right.
And she's very innovative really in her design and the way she's put it together, and it's just fabulous when you start putting the papers in and it all starts to build. It's just so unusual.
I mean, it's almost like a concertina. I imagine kind of starting to play it or something. But you got the papers in there as well. Everything you need to actually make this is included, including the fine liner pen as well. And you get some ribbon as well, which you can of course fasten it with. But the idea is that all these disc components just come away. Yeah. And you can decorate both sides of each of the leaves. How many of the circles do you get?
You actually get 5 in each because there's 2 sets in the kit.
Right.
So, but you could make a bigger one if you wanted to. If you've got the 2 sets, you could actually use more and make a really huge journal if you wanted to.
I mean, look at these, they're amazing. And this one's got like a travel theme. And these are the pages, of course, that have been cut to be exactly the same shape as the grey board discs as well. So yeah, you can do a journal themed on travel. You can do one themed on different crafting techniques if you wish. I mean, sky's the limit, and there's no rules as to what you can and can't attach to them. And they've all been lasered, haven't they?
Yes, everything's laser cut. The main bulk of them are in our usual 2.25mm thick board. So that will take all sorts of mediums and everything else you want to throw at it. The little embellishment set, which was also designed by Kate, that's on a slightly thinner board. It was still, you can still put quite a lot on it, but it also means if you don't use all the elements on here, it's perfect for using on your cards and things like that and in your art journals.
Well, this is brand new today to us. £11.69 is your Freedom discounted price. If you're not a Freedom member, you can pay a little bit more for it, £12.99 plus your P&P, but Freedom members get the lower price and, of course, no postage to pay. 371171, your item number, and you get everything that you need in there, apart from, of course, your paints and so on, but everything that you need to actually construct it and put it together is included for £12.99. The prices are crazy, they always are. Now, this is, I think this is going to be my favourite item in the show. Not that we should really have favourites, but I've never seen anything quite like this.
This is just incredible. This was designed by Birgit Koopson. She also did a Ministry of Mixology event for us. And when she sent over this design for us to do, I was just blown away by it. It's so innovative, so clever. And it's just a fabulous little portable art case that you can just take around with you with your paper and pens, and then you just pop a piece of paper in your clipboard. You can fold it right over, so you can use the clipboard on the other side.
Yep.
And then you can just sit there and do your sketching.
How cool is this? Lots of
amazing.
You have got this in your basket already. I'm not surprised. If you're a sketcher on the move or a colourist on the move, or you just want to organise your pens and your pencils and so on your craft desk, this is great. And you're getting a Posca pen included with it as well. That's a white marker that you're getting. And you get, of course, all the grey board elements. But just look at this kind of living hinge that you've got here on the case, because this is so cleverly done. It's been lasered very, very, very finely, but it means that it can open that way and it can double back on itself that way. You also get, of course, the paper clip included that's actually attached to it.
It is, yes. Yeah.
I just think that's such a genius idea. It really is so clever. And how you decorate it is entirely up to you. If this is still here in the second show, I'll be very, very surprised. £10.99, 702 812. That's all you're paying for it, which is next to nothing when you consider what it will be. And it actually feels wood when you actually pick it up. It actually feels like wood. Very strong.
The grey board is very strong. When you add the paints to it, that makes it even stronger. Again, I think this one has been covered in paper, so that can make it feel really strong. And then if you use a varnish or something over the top, it makes it stronger still.
I love it. Absolutely love it. £10.99 then if you'd like yours. 702 812 is your item number there. Now, next we've got a fantastic ring binder. Now, actually on your Tando website, over a period of a few weeks at the end of February, you're going to have some project ideas, aren't you?
Yes, what we're basically doing, these binders come with 12 tags, and you can either use these binders as a technique binder, so each tag would have a different technique on it, or you could use it as like an art journal style thing. Do 24 by steps, or it could be Facebook Lives, or it could be videos, and they're going to go out once a week from the end of February. But all the details are going to be posted up on our website for people to see that. So these will all get out to everybody in time, so they're ready to start at the end of February.
Superb. So just go to Tando's website to follow that over the weeks. It's only £9.99, and already a quarter of the entire stock has gone. We've only just kind of featured it and showed it to you. And you're going to get 12 of the tags and the mini butterflies and hearts as well. And you're going to get, of course, the main journal itself, which these have been decorated beautifully.
Oh, they're fabulous, aren't they?
There it is, very kind of steampunky and rusty. Here it is, kind of almost like a distressed wall, like an ancient peeled paint sort of idea. But they're gorgeous, and you get the 12 tags included inside, which you can, of course, put on the ring binders or use completely separately. Very busy for these. Approaching a third now of the stock of this has gone, and it's all, remember, grey board, but it's incredibly strong and incredibly flexible and durable. £9.99, and it's 966752, your item number there. Now, this is also brand new for our new arrivals event. Now, this is the house box. Now, this can be basically an organiser for anything that you wish. Here it is, and you're going to get all the letters of the alphabet there as well, so you can personalise. But look at all the other elements you've got here, including the tags, and you've also got the house skyline as well. £9.99 is all this is, and it's 225744, your item number. Here are some of the ones that have been made up. Jane's done this one, Jane Royston. That's really lovely, isn't it? And you can, of course, personalise it on the front or put whatever word you wish. It's up to you.
Yeah.
There's another one. Actually making into little terraced houses.
Yeah, that's Fiona's one, that one, which is lovely, absolutely
they're
adorable.
All gorgeous.
They are, yeah.
And this one, again, it feels like MDF when you pick it up, even though it's grey board.
It does, and the thing is, you've actually got 3 layers of board on the back there, so
Right.
that's actually making it about 7mm thick, so it's really sturdy.
This one, I think I showed you a few seconds ago. So, yeah, there we go. All the elements you need, and if you want to personalise it or put a certain word, you've got all the capital letters, of course, in the grey board as well to choose what you spell. £9.99, new today, and this is about a quarter gone as well, I believe. Approaching a quarter stock gone. 225744 is that item number. Now, at the end here, we've actually got, if you want texture, then you've teamed up with Leslie and Chocolate Baroque to bring you these texture background stamps. Now, these are on a pick and mix, so you can choose any 2 A6 stamps for £15.99, and we've got 3 to choose from just here. So you've got bubbles, tiles, and crackle. So the crackle is that one, tiles is that one, and the bubbles, of course, is that one. But perfect for texture and backgrounds, if you're using maybe your texture paste and that sort of thing. £15.99 for 2, then choose any 2. 854257 is your item number, if you'd like those. Now, if you go to the website, you'll find at hochanda.com, you'll see all the items that are in the show. And if you do spend over £60, remember, if you're finding that you're doing that, you can, of course, opt to have a flexi, so you can spread the cost of your purchases over 2 payments if you'd rather do that. And this is how Pick and Mix actually works with the website. So if you go there and choose that you want maybe on the tiles and the large crackle, click those 2. They're the 2 that you'll get. Go to your basket, and it will show there. We've actually got 5 things in our basket now, actually. So that's probably going to take us to just over £60, possibly. Is it? Nearly, just a bit short of £60. I was thinking it wasn't going to quite make it. I'll tell you what, we'll order 2 of those. OK, so we'll get 2 of them. Take it over £60, there's your flexi order if you'd like to spread it into 2 payments. There we go, so that's how it works, hochanda.com. Right, Di, if you've got anything in your basket, please do check out. Di's shows are always really, really busy, so I don't want you to put things in your basket and then you find it goes back into stock and that sort of thing. We don't want that to happen. We don't want you to miss out, because I think certain things are going to sell quicker than others, and you might miss out if you don't get in quickly. So do check out your basket. Any questions you may have got, or any of Di's projects you may have bought in the past, we'd love to hear from you. Send in your pictures or questions to the website via the email, which is studio@hochanda.com. Right then.
OK, we're going to look at decorating the Kate Crane circular journal.
OK.
So what I've done is I've put a bit of gesso or tinting base, whatever you prefer, and then just a little bit of paint, because I don't want it to be really dark.
Right.
Which I'll just mix together like that.
So you're using gesso as like a mixer rather than anything else?
Yes, just to lighten it, yeah.
Right. Because I often think of gesso as being like a primer.
Which it is, but, you know, it's ideal for lifting paint colour if you want it, which means you just get a whole new spectrum of colours, really, which is brilliant. So I shall just put some paint on this side.
Lovely, like pale blue.
Yes.
Now, we are busy for everything. In particular, the pen holder is going crazy. And the ring binder with the tags, the 12 tags, those are the 2 that are going the quickest. They're looking both very vulnerable. I had a feeling that would be the case. The ring binder's half the stock gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, already.
Wow.
Using the heat gun to dry it off a little bit.
Yeah, we'll do that. Just, I love a heat gun.
Yeah.
I'm such an impatient crafter. Okay.
It does dry it very quickly. That was done in seconds.
Yes, it does dry very quickly. Actually, it's pretty good. I mean, most acrylic paint is quick to dry. So I'm just going to just mop that up a bit quickly. I hate waste, but there you go.
At home, that wouldn't have been wasted, but in
No.
the TV world,
Yes.
got to move on. Yeah.
Okay, I'm in a right mess now. That is typical, isn't it? Paint all over me. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to put the same colour again, but without the gesso or tinting base on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to roller it over, but just a very light covering, so you don't cover everything you've already put there.
It's unusual to find a circular journal like this, isn't it?
It is very innovative, I think. When Kate came to me and said, "Oh, I've got this idea for a circle shaped," I thought, brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that colour over the top, but you can still see the colour coming through underneath.
Yep.
So I'll get rid of that. And then what we'll do is the same again, but with a darker colour. Don't have to be too precious about cleaning up. That one.
So what colour is this?
This is turquoise.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So you don't need very much at all when you're brayering colour on.
Oh yeah, I thought it looked very dark, but actually when you start to roll it and spread it...
Yes. And then we'll put some of that on as well. See, I said you don't need very much, but you could probably do with a little bit more than that. Let's just see how that goes. It's not too bad, actually.
That's nice.
So you can see now that you've got your different gradients of colour coming through, which
and
is...
you use like a chalk acrylic paint, do you?
Any acrylic paint really is absolutely fine. If you're brayering, just make sure that you don't, if you want this effect, don't put too much paint on your brayer.
Right.
Otherwise it'll just have a big splodge on there. You want it very, very light. Less is more, really, because you can always add more rather than having to take it off. And then what we'll do then is we'll just give that a blast.
Again, dry in seconds.
Yep. I will then just get one of these stamps. I think we'll go with the crackle.
Now these texture stamps are great. They're by Chocolate Baroque, so the quality is, as you know, exceptional. Really, really brilliant. And these are great for backgrounds. The pick and mix, you can choose any two of these A6 stamps. And to be honest with you, it's difficult to choose between all three of them because they're all three great. But this one we're using is the crackle, and two are $15.99.
And then I'll just take that to the stamp. I mean, you can do it either way, but I'll take that to the stamp. Just ink it up a little bit more.
It's a good way of using them, actually. You don't have to use acrylic blocks all the time or stamping platforms.
No, and I'm going to show you in another demo how you can actually use it where you're holding it slightly folded as well, which just gives you another way of using your stamps. Right, so just get that out the way. Now, I'll give that another quick blast just to set the ink, but it doesn't take long.
And how many of the discs do you get in total?
There's 10 in total. I think there's 5 in each set.
So that's enough to make 2 journals then?
Yes.
Right. 2 journals for £12.99, so only £6.50 each, which is pretty good. And you do get the ribbon with it, you get the papers with it as well, which you can of course cover the discs with as well, and little embellishment tags and circular rings. There's all sorts in there. And the pen as well, the fine liner pen.
So I've just got, any stencil is fine, and then just very lightly we'll just do a little bit of stenciling in there, just to add a little bit of interest.
Now, if you do want that ring binder that we showed you with the 12 tags, as and when that sells out, which is probably going to happen sooner rather than later, the extended delivery will be on a 2-week extended. So if you want that ring binder now, get it right now, because otherwise you might have to wait a couple of weeks for it. So Looking good.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Mm.
It's all about building up the layers, you know.
And is the idea that each disc or each surface of the disc will have different techniques on each side? Is that the whole point? Or?
Oh, it depends on taste, really. I mean, some people would like to do something different on every one, but others would like to sort of have something that flows, you know, so you've got the same sort of thing going on.
I'm tempted to put photos on them as well.
Yes, absolutely you could. So I'm just going to edge this with some of the distress ink.
Mm-hmm. They look like CDs.
CDs, yes.
Or DVDs.
Oh yeah, of course, but I suppose we don't call them CDs anymore, do we? It's all DVD these days, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's that. And
Could
then
be giving someone an idea for the cover of their album or something like that, couldn't you?
Yeah, yeah. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the black pen. Now, in an ideal world, you want the white paint to be really dry. Otherwise, the black pen might be a little bit vulnerable because if it's going into paint that's slightly wet, it won't work as well.
Okay.
But just to give you an idea, I'm just going to edge these circles.
It's amazing the difference that makes, actually.
It just makes them pop, doesn't it?
And it makes them, if you do them a little bit off, it makes them look a little bit like they're thread rather than
Yes.
lines.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, actually. Very true.
And this fine liner is included in there. It's a Posca pen, isn't it?
No, it's...
Kuretake. No, Uni, sorry.
Yeah, it's a Unipin fine line.
And it's a 0.5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just made that pop a little bit. And then what we can do then is we can add some of the little embellishments that are in the little embellishment part of it. So what I've done here... Oh, before I do that, Mr. Stage, what I need is the white Posca pen, which is actually in the portable art case.
Yeah, the art case. That's going very fast, by the way, if you want the art case, which we showed you on the preview. This pen's included in there, and it's only $12.99 as well. Oh no, sorry, $10.99 if you want the paper holder and the pen holder with the white pen. And you get 5 sheets of paper as well to cover it. Approaching a third of the stock gone on that now, and Di does have technically 2 shows today, but I've got a funny feeling that some of these may not make it to the second show. Or if it does make it to the second show, probably it'll be on extended delivery. Look how responsive the pen is. It's so...
It's, do you know what? And this is a 0.7mm one, which actually you can get a really lovely tiny dot with it. So it's brilliant. So that just adds a little bit of something. Then we'll go to the stage that I should have done that right. So these are all little pieces from the little embellishments that come with the kit.
And you've done the white dots on here as well and coloured them beautifully. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look like wood? It is grey board, but it doesn't look it. And the white pen makes all the difference.
Yeah, and it's very simple. It's very simple because all I've literally done, I haven't even put any gesso on there at all. So just to show you very quickly, so you can see how well it goes on. If I take one of these, you can see how well that goes onto the board.
You get great coverage. It doesn't absorb into it, does it?
No. And what's nice about using, when you use the paint directly onto the grey board, you get more of a vintage feel.
Right.
If you put gesso down first, the colours are much bolder. So it really depends on what look you're trying to achieve. And then literally all I did with that, once I'd done that, is just dot round the outside like I have on these.
And also adding the distress ink to the edge like Di showed you a few minutes ago does make a massive difference. It gives it more character, makes it look a little bit more as if it's been around for a little while.
Yeah.
Like it.
So what we do then is we can glue these elements onto our piece of artwork. So I'll just pop some glue down. Oh, it works. That's always a good sign. I never know with my glue. And then I'll try not to spend too much time doing this.
Ah, so you can have some bunting.
Yes.
Great. And because of those colours, it looks very kind of spring and summer, maybe seaside, bubble bath maybe.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But I mean, the world's your oyster with colour, isn't it?
Absolutely. But to me, that's very upbeat, very kind of celebration, outdoor party, barbecue, all that sort of thing.
Again, these are all pieces that are in the embellishment kit.
Mm-hmm. You get that with them?
Yeah. They just pop out of the sheet as well. You don't have to cut anything.
And also, some of the discs actually have shapes that are lasered into them as well. For example, this one I've just picked up at random here. This has got the 3 leaves at the top and 3 leaves at the bottom and the circle in the centre, but all of that just pops out.
Yeah.
So, you know, whether you kind of pop them out and use them in a different way, so you've basically got the positive and the negative, it's up to you. But you get a total of, is it 10 discs in total, did you say?
10 in total,
10
yes.
in total,
yeah. So that, you see, we can make up a little cake crane styly house.
Yeah.
And then we just pop that on there. Probably need a little bit more glue.
Mm-hmm. And this is just ordinary PVA glue, is it?
Yes, you want a decent PVA, but you know, a lot of them these days are pretty decent.
I suppose if you wanted to as well, you could actually thread these and actually use them almost as bunting. If you didn't want to use them as a journal all the time, you could actually just put them on some twine or some rope or something like that and have them as discs that are just hung up in maybe a bay window or outside on the terrace and patio or something.
Definitely, yeah. And you can punch the grey board as well with a normal hole punch. So if you wanted to just punch some holes in it, you can do that. So that's basically one of our covers done. So these are some of the others that I did beforehand. And then you can see where I've punched the leaves out of this one.
Ah, right, you've put them on another disc.
And I've put them on another disc.
Right, that works.
Yeah, so something just a little bit different there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then before we put it all together, I just want to show you how to do your circles of paper that you can put inside.
Right.
So...
and you get the paper included, you get all these sheets of paper, and it's gorgeous quality paper as well.
So if we just take one of those, you can draw around the outside of your discs.
Mm-hmm.
So
that way you're guaranteed to get the size, all right?
yes. But then what I did do when I cut mine out is I did actually cut inside the line.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it very quickly. You can obviously spend a lot more time being a lot neater than
So
me.
it's making it a little bit smaller than the actual cover.
Yeah. And what you also need to do, actually, which I should have done when I traced it on, is just put the circle in the middle.
I mean, maybe you've got some nesting dies. You can use those possibly to cut out perfect circles.
Yes, because it doesn't have to be a perfect fit. You can also use all sorts of different pattern papers as well. You don't have to use cartridge paper. And then what I did was I just literally just drew with the black pen a line round the outside just to add a bit of interest. Then what we do, we put a tiny bit of colour. That one, I think. Just a teeny weeny bit of colour in there. Probably going to be way too much, actually. I'm just going to take some of that out, otherwise I'll end up putting loads of water in there.
Okay.
And then
I'll get loads of ideas for techniques from you when you come in. Techniques I've never seen before half the time.
okay, lots and lots of water. You just want just slightly coloured water, that's all you want. Then we're going to dip this in here.
And don't forget, of course, those techniques are going to be on your, was it your website or your Facebook page?
On our Facebook page, but there'll be links from the website to everything.
So if you search for Tando on Facebook, you'll be able to follow all those great ideas.
Now we've got this wet, we want to screw it up.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
And then when we screw it up, you can very carefully just fold that into 4. And while it's wet, you can just cut your little circle out for the middle.
Right.
It's a lot easier when it's wet.
I was wondering how you're going to do that.
Yeah, because if you try and do it when it's dry, you'll end up with the fold marks.
Yeah.
So, and then what you need to do then is obviously dry that off. So you end up with all these. See how lovely and dry they feel there.
And they're
so
quite crispy. They
yes.
dry quite crispy.
Yes. And all I've done with them is just edge them with one of the stamps. So
Excellent.
I've just put a little bit of stamping around the outside. Any stamp, they all work. There's all the stamps there. So a little bit of edging. And then we can put everything together.
Fantastic.
Okay.
And you're getting enough, remember, to make 2 full circular journals here for £12.99. How you decorate them, how you cover them is entirely up to you. What you put in them is entirely up to you as well. But you do get lots of cartridge paper included for the leaves. But you can, of course, like I said, put your own papers in, no problem.
Okay, we start off with the one that's got the 2 slots in.
Right.
Okay. And then that ribbon goes in there. Like that. And then you can add some of your pages. And then you can add another one of these. You can add a couple more.
I mean, think about what you could be putting in here. It could be photographs, it could be special, I don't know, things you've collected over the years, maybe on your travels, that sort of thing, or maybe you've got little messages that on your wedding day or your civil partnership or whatever, and you want to keep those in a nice little journal or an album for posterity.
Yeah, that would be lovely, actually, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or you could do little baby albums, couldn't you, as well?
And so different, and have them on the coffee table, because people, when they come round to visit, have a cup of tea in the afternoon, they'll grab this. The first thing they'll probably do is pick it up and have a good old flick through. That's what it's all about, really, isn't it?
It is, I think so. And I think they look so much more delightful than just a plain photo album sitting on there. It's so much more tempting to pick up and have a look through. So we end up with the one you've decorated at the top. Now, these elements, you could use some string or cotton to tie them to your ribbon, or you could actually use them to stick onto your pages. But this one I find is quite useful, because if you put one in there like that and then tie your ribbon, it stops it from all falling back through again. Okay, so then we can just tie our ribbon like that.
So novel and different.
And then there's your little album.
And what a fantastic gift that would be for someone as well. If you've got meaningful messages or verses or pictures, you know, make it unique to the person that you're giving it to. So £12.99, remember, gets you 2 sets. You're going to get 10 discs in total, plus you're going to get the cartridge paper, and you're going to get the sheet of embellishments and the ribbon, and you've also, of course, got about 0.5 mil fine liner as well. And there's an even better reason to order it today if you're in the Freedom Club, because you get a Freedom discount on there as well. And here it is, look. So it's £12.99. If you're in the Freedom Club, of course, you'll get your discount. If you're not a Freedom Club member, just add Freedom to your order. There we are, £6.97, and it's taken the price down to £11.69, and you will not get charged P&P. So £18.66 delivered, and there we go. Go to checkout, and it'll be on its way. OK, so let's remind you then of what you're going to get here. Everything here in between my hands is what you're going to get. All 10 discs. They're all lasered to perfection. All those little lasered circles, by the way, they all just pop out. That's the base disc that Di just showed you. You get these other little discs and tags. You've also got, of course, the sheet of embellishments with the bunting on it as well. And you get the cartridge paper there as well. But there's no stopping you what you can put into these albums. If I just pick up another one at random. This one here is very kind of steampunky. Just pick this up for you so you can see. There we are, look. So steampunk images on the front there with all the cogs and everything else. There's your cartridge paper that's been distressed and stamped. So really unusual, really different. That's been turned into a clock face, that particular one there. If I pick up another one at random, this is very kind of Flower Power 60s with the bright, vibrant colours. Really different, really lovely. Very different indeed. £11.69, that's the delivered price, 371,171. Now, my favourite is this. I do adore this, and this is brand new, as are all of the items actually in this show are brand new to Hochanda today. Let me just pick up the brightest one to show you. It starts off life as grey board, but what you've got here is the brilliant way of storing your pencils or your pens. Also, you can have your watercolour card or envelopes or whatever it may be, or just notepads in that section as well. You've got a clipboard at the top there too, which you can of course attach your paper to, so you could be actually sketching or painting or colouring in or whatever, because the actual spine on the case goes both ways. Very cleverly done. All of those little fine lines in there have been lasered. That's what gives you the living hinge aspect of it. But there it is done in like a lime and yellow. Here it is in like a turquoise blue. I love this. Kids would love to take this maybe to school with them. Wouldn't it be a great way of organising them in school, put it in their satchel, that sort of thing? This already comes attached. You don't have to worry about fixing that. That's already actually on the grey board. I'll show you how it comes. So this is the main body. So there's the clip look included. There's all the laser technology that's gone onto the living hinge. Very cleverly done. You get a Posca white pen included in there as well, which Di was using a few minutes ago. But just looking at some of these finished ones just here, it can be made to look antique and old and grungy, steampunky. This one looks like chipped paint or peeled paint, so it looks very kind of almost vintage, really. Lovely. Isn't that great? And painted on the inside as well, so loads of space for your pens and pencils. Only £10.99 as well. Approaching 40% of the stock of this is gone. This is again using that white pen that's in the show. There you've got your stamped flowers, which you can colour in, of course. Really lovely, and a great gift idea for someone, that person who's got everything. You know, you're not quite sure what pencils they've got or what pens they've got, so you can't really buy those. This is perfect, absolutely perfect, because everybody needs to get organised, and it's great if you are taking it on the move. £10.99, and it's 702-812, your item number there. Now, this is the busiest item on the show. Now, this is a ring binder. And the thing is, everybody that buys this ring binder will probably be using it in different ways. We're approaching limited stock for immediate delivery. Remember, when this sells out, we'll be able to get more and extended, but it's going to be a 2-week wait. So if you don't want to wait a fortnight, order now, check out now. That confirms your purchase. And just to show you, you're going to get the ring binder, but you're also going to get all of these fantastic tags that are inside it as well, all in the grey board. So that's 12 tags. And you get the mini butterflies and hearts included in there as well, and that's just £9.99. I'll show you again a couple of them that have been worked on. Love this, with the cogs on the front, the kind of old-fashioned clock face there as well. I mean, look, all these tags beautifully decorated using three-dimensional mixed media techniques. I mean, there's some at the back there that have yet to be decorated, but really lovely. You get 12 tags and the book for £9.99. I'm busy on the phone, so if you could use the website, that will confirm your order quickly. You'll get it just before it sells out. £9.99. You also get, of course, the elements there that you can see too, those little pop-out elements of hearts and butterflies, and you've got the word techniques and journal. That is going to be a sellout any minute now, and we'll get it back on extended delivery, but it will take a little while to get to you, so do bear that in mind. Now, the last buildable on the show is this. This is the letter or the house box. Now, this could be for maybe you've got lots of people in the family and lots of post comes through each day. You could use them as like a little sorting box for post. You could keep your receipts in there maybe if you wanted to as well. It could be just an organiser for your desk or your craft room. And I love the fact that you can make them into these little terraced houses. And you do get letters of the alphabet included with the grey board as well, so you can put the word letters or hello or someone's name or something like that on there if you want to too. And what Di and the team have done on there, they've actually embossed them with embossing powder and heated it up, and of course now those grey board letters actually look like metal. So all these houses in a row, really lovely. That's been made to look like a cobbled wall. One of the other ones just down here, love that. Approaching a third of the stock has gone on this. Down the bottom here again, more terraced houses, looking a little bit Cornish maybe, that looks a bit like Cornwall houses maybe, leading down to the seaside. Really lovely. And that's fabric on the roof of those. So £9.99, something a bit quirky and different. 225744 is your item number. And then these stamps, remember, these are on a pick and mix, so you can choose any two, and these are great. They're a godsend to have because these make fantastic backgrounds, whether you're actually using them with ink or whether you're using them with your texture pastes and stamping into that to create a lovely background. You can choose between bubbles, the other two choices, crackle and tile. So tile is that one, crackle is that one, and bubbles is that one, okay? And they're all real rubber, gorgeous quality from Chocolate Baroque. £15.99, 854257. Now, if you fancy having Flexi, remember that sometimes is offered on individual items. If it's not there, if you're spending more than £60 in your purchases, you can automatically have a Flexi, and Leonie will tell you more.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Cheers, Leonie. Absolutely. So that's whenever you're spending £60 or more. Always nice to know that. Right, Di's here. It's Tando Creative. Now, I've not seen anything quite like this next item before, and I'm really pleased it's still available. Approaching 60% of the stock's gone. I think everybody's realising how useful this is.
It is very useful. So innovative. Hats off to Birgit Koopson, who designed it. Absolutely amazing.
Where do you start to design something like this?
Exactly. Yeah, just incredible. So I just want to go through the bits with you before I just... before I start decorating one of the pieces. We're going to be uploading full instructions of how to put this together on our website, so nobody panic about that. That's absolutely fine. They'll all be there ready. It's all there ready for you. So it consists of your main piece, which has already got the clipboard riveted in, so you haven't got to worry about that. And then you have two side pieces, a base piece, and then you have an inner piece and a front piece. So it's quite straightforward, really, to be honest. So I'll just pop that out the way. This will come with it. That's just a little bit of packing. That just stops the spine from bending too much in postage and things like that.
Do you have to treat that? Do you have to be very careful with that spine, you know, when you're painting it and things, or not really?
No, not really. It's fine. You wouldn't want to really crush it, because then that would weaken it. But it will take all sorts of paint, and if you put a coat of matte varnish on it on the end, that will really stiffen it up as well.
Right.
So that's really useful.
Good.
Okay.
It's great the fact it bends both ways as well.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah. So I've taken one of the pieces. All I've put is some grey acrylic paint on this. There's nothing special about it. It's just grey chalk paint. And then all I'm going to do with a candle, so with some wax, I want to just put some wax around the edges of this.
What does wax do then?
Well, I'm going to paint over it.
Oh, okay.
And the paint won't stick to the wax, then I can wipe it back afterwards.
We've all got little tea lights at home, I'm sure.
Yes, in fact I buy them sort of by the 200, and you
too.
never get through them, do you, really? So put a few little bits in the middle. So when we've done that, then we can mix our paint. So again, I'm going to be mixing some colour with some white, so either gesso or tinting base, or white paint is fine. I just put a little spot in there, give that a mix up.
And that's mixing with the gesso again, yeah?
Yes. And then we can quite liberally paint this on.
And the fun bit is deciding how you're going to decorate yours.
Yes.
Because there are about 6 or 7 of them that are here in the studio. Let me just grab a couple of them. And you can see they all look totally different because they've been treated in different ways. I mean, this one's very psychedelic and in your face. It's bright orange, bright yellow and green. But I love the fact that you can put all your pens in there, your papers can go in there as well, your pencils. So it really is like a little artist's easel on the move, because you can double the top back, and that could be your surface to actually draw on and sketch on as well. That comes with it included. But there's one that's been really brightly decorated. This one's been made to look like a distressed wall with chip paint. But I think that again looks really cool. Just painting it black on the inside. This one's a bit more, I was going to say steampunky, but it's not really steampunky. More distressed. With papers as well, decorating it. They're great though, aren't they? Fantastic.
They are fabulous, absolutely fabulous. I think what the design team have done with them, just incredible.
It's one of my new favourite things, I think.
So I've just given that a quick blast with the dryer. And now you can wipe back, you see, where you put your wax.
Yeah. Oh, I get you, yeah.
And that gives you a really nice distressed look to it.
So many different techniques you show us. Do you discover these yourself, or have you been taught
No,
these? Or?
no. These, I mean, this particular one I've seen Andy Skinner do.
Right.
I think he does his with hair wax.
Okay.
But he started off by using wax on candles.
We have so much talent under one roof here, don't we, really?
Oh, well, I mean, there is a lot of talent out there, I have to say. It's been a pleasure to work with the two artists, Kate Crane and Birgit Coopson. They are very talented, I must admit. So I'll just give that another quick dry.
And do they come to you, or do you go to them?
Well, for the Ministry of Mixology retreats, we ask them if they want to come. And luckily for us, they've always said yes. Yeah, we organise these twice a year.
Now, I did warn you that the ring binder was very dangerously low in stock. If you want it, it is still available, but it's on extended delivery now. It's that one, isn't it? That's the one. Yeah, so if you want that, 15th of February, it'll be on its way to you. You're going to get 12 tags, remember, and you get the embellishment, butterflies, hearts, and the word techniques and journal. But it is now on extended delivery. £9.99. If you've missed the immediate delivery stock, then just pop your order in now and it'll be with you middle of Feb, so not long to wait, really, 2 weeks.
OK, so I've put some more wax round again.
Yeah.
OK, because I want to put another colour over the top. And you can, what I've done on the other pieces is I've put crackle paint, which is quite nice because you can get a nice crack finish. But because you can't heat dry that, I'll just put gesso on this one for the sake of the demo.
Okay.
But the rest of the case, you'll see in a minute, is done with the crackle paint.
It's amazing that this grey board will take so much.
We get grey board that's very, very compressed. They vary, the types you can get, and we've sourced this, and it seems to take a lot of mediums really well. You can even soak the edges, and you can curl up the edges and things like that. Yeah, there's so many things you can do with it. You can run it through an embossing folder.
So not all grey board is the same then?
Well, essentially it is, but the grey board we get in just seems to have, I think it might have more layers, and it's more heavily, more heavily compressed. So we've just put another coat on there of white, which I'll very quickly just do a little blast. And then the same again, we can wipe back the edges to reveal the colours underneath. To give you that really nice distressed, like you've got layers of chipped paint and what have you on there.
It certainly doesn't look new anymore, does it?
No.
It's like it's been around the houses for a while.
So that's how I've decorated the rest of it. So what I'll show you is how easy it is to put together. So these are all the pieces. Let me just get some of this out of the way.
Well, that's the crackle paint you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you put crackle paint on, quite thick, you get nice thick, big crackles. If you put it on quite thin, you get really tiny crackles. So first of all, you've got your tall middle piece. You see, the bit I've done is the front. See, that's a different level. So you want to glue that to two sides and to your base. But what you need to remember, this is all in the instructions, is that there's only one way that this can go, okay? So that piece won't fit on there because there's one straight tab, and then the notches are in a different place, okay? Oh yeah, so that bit will go on that side. That's the side it will go on there.
Got you, yeah.
Okay, so you need to make sure when you put your sides on that the base is on the right way round.
Do you always paint before you put together? Because I know with MDF sometimes people construct first, then paint? Because sometimes the MDF swells a bit.
Yes, and grey board will do the same.
Right.
This particular one, I actually put this bit together before I painted it,
Right.
because you've still got access to it.
Yeah.
But if you were to put the whole lot together, you'd have a lot of difficulty getting your brush down there. The best way really is to leave it overnight to dry out completely before you put it together.
Right.
The same with MDF, because then all the water will disappear, all the dampness, and it'll all shrink back
Right,
to
got
its
you.
original size.
So even if it does expand when you do it, it'll go back to its normal size later.
Yes, if you just give it a good long time to dry out completely. You can force dry it as well, but it's easier just to leave it overnight. Another tip, especially with MDF, with the tabs, if you rub a little bit of candle wax on the tabs, they tend to slide into the slots a little bit easier.
Right.
So that's just
Good
another
idea.
little tip.
Yeah. Remember, this isn't MDF, this is grey board.
This
but
is
it's kind of
grey
behaved
board.
in a similar way. So.
Yes. So when you've done that, what you can do then is we can glue the back onto there like that. And what you need to do with some glue is just make sure let's put that there, that you get plenty of glue in all these areas. If you use a matte glue, if it just splurges out a little bit, you're not going to see it, because it won't be all glossy. So try and use a matte glue if you can. So we just put that on those tabs there like that.
If you wanted to use a brush rather than your finger, you could do.
Absolutely. I do way too much with my fingers and paint, I must admit. Right. And then that. Oh, this is where I need to put my glasses on. Sorry. That's better. That just pops in like that. So then if you hold that in place for a few minutes, that will stick nicely. If you've used a decent PVA or even a wood glue, is fine to use. Okay, pop that over, and then we do the same with this side. So we just want to pop a bit of glue.
Such a clever design, though. I've never seen anything quite like it.
It is amazing, absolutely amazing.
It's like your own little crafting caddy you can carry around with you.
Yeah, it's just perfect. If you want to go out and do a little bit of sketching or something, it's perfect. And then we can just pop that on there. This one, of course, I've just painted, so it might have expanded slightly. Oh, that's not too bad. So that just pops on there like that.
Good.
And then that's your finished case. Now, of course, we can decorate the outside if we want to. So what I did was I got a few little elements. These are some of the letters that are in. I've just put white paint on that. Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Now, this is actually included with the kits. You actually get a letter of grey board letters, a number of it.
That's with with the house.
Oh, sorry, it's with the house box.
With the house box,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
And then the butterflies, I think, came with the Technique binder. So you've got the sheet of butterflies there. And then that little heart is on the cake crane embellishment sheet.
Okay.
Okay. So you can obviously mix everything across, you know.
Well, if you have a little look on the website, you'll see all the photographs of every kit, and you'll see exactly what is in each kit if you want to have a little look at hochanda.com.
So what I'll do is I will just put a little bit of paint on here, because I've just managed to get white paint all over it, and we have got a bit of time, haven't we? So, so let me just put some paint on there.
And the white pen is in with
this one.
with the holder, so you're getting your Posca pen there, which is really handy. If you've never had a white pen, a white paint pen, because that's what this is, paint, isn't it, inside here?
Yes.
You'll love it, you really, really will. There's a 0.7mm nib on that one too, so you'll be very accurate and precise with it. There we go.
It's a very thin, I think, very thin for a Posca, but brilliant for your tiny stuff. So you can just simply then use your white pen just to create some little dots and things on your letters. What I've done with the butterflies was exactly the same technique as I did on here. So I gave it a base coat, put a little bit of wax around the edge, and then put some white paint over the top and then just wiped it back. So that's just the same technique. And then all we need to do is just glue these bits on once you've decorated them. So we'll start off with the heart, which we'll pop there.
Lovely.